You ready for this, though?
Nobody's ready for this.
Oh, my goodness. Really wasn't ready for that one.
It's like fucking deja vu, dude. You would think. What's going on, though, everybody? The twos of faithful viewers. I can't stop looking at the fucking AT-AT, bro. Take a picture of that shit and fucking show it to the people at home, because that motherfucker, every time I look over at the camera, dude, it's a cute little AT-AT just storming the Hoth right now.
This is what bothers you?
It's what bothers me, dude. God, you're way too close to the cam. We lost all of our viewers, dude. But shout out to the Constitutional Carps, dude. Shout out to my baby girl. What's up, Ma?
This is what he's...
Whoa, so early. How's it going? We got the Tempted Adverse, dude. It looks like a little AT-AT from Star Wars, dude. Stormin' Hoth, dude. And especially from this distance, because it's not as crisp and you can't tell it's supposed to be a camera. It looks like a little fucking AT-AT, bro. That's what they were called, the AT-AT, the big ones?
Yeah. So, it seems like we're not so early. We're only 20 seconds early, right? Because we scheduled it for 9:30.
Right.
We're supposed to be here tomorrow.
Right.
For a whole 24 hours and 20 seconds early.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least. So and that's just because we care so much.
And we would have been late tomorrow anyways. So
right.
Even earlier than what we would have been.
So if anything, we're doing you guys a service at the same time as doing you a disservice by making you sit through this endless, monotonous, maniacal banter. We got the Booty Hat Bandits in the house, dude. What is up? What's going on? He says howdy from Tejas, dude, because he's a Mexican now. Why would I salute him? He's not even a Mexican. Booty Hat Bandito says, I love AK-47. Not speaking in full English sense, but that's fine. We got it, dude. I love AK. I like turtles. That's fucking equivocally what he just did.
But for AKs.
Yeah. Which I also love AKs, dude.
It's who he is.
They're a little bit, but he won't buy one though unless there's a bayonet lug on it.
That is true.
Which I can't remember the last time in theater there was an actual official bayonet charge. I'm sure somebody got ran through or is getting ran through currently in Ukraine in a trench somewhere with a Mosin as we speak. But as far as like an actual bayonet charge, it's got to be like
a line of
18
bayonets and
diggity at 2 or something. Like well, World War II they were still doing that, or at least they trained it. Yeah. But quickly, they still train the shit now modernly in the military. They give them the old fucking musket M16s with the fucking bayonet and shit. And it's cool, all for it. Love a bayonet, dude. Yep. It's not really that good of a knife. No, but
the AK bayonets,
right? Or really any aluminum. Bayonet, really most.
At least a lot of bayonets were steel,
right? Well, not all of the ones are aluminum, but like there was something about it, dude. It's like a low mu or some shit. It's fucking non-ferrous, whatever the fuck. Who knows? Rib back magazines, yes, dude. First one shot. Calm down. I'm here. It's about time, dude. The Maxim 1910, dude. Marines do, Army doesn't. What issue bayonets? Okay, well. It's the Marines when they're doing like maritime operations in theat. Yeah. I wonder how many dudes do you think are actually running it on the gun? If I had it, I'd run it on the gun. You might at that point. Yeah. If we're just open carrying rifles, dude. Yeah. So what's another couple inches? True. In case I would come through a doorway and you're right there, and I just got a couple inches. Right. Right.
We all know how it feels, guys.
Yeah. Right.
Ain't no reason to lie.
Right. Bayonet training, dude. We got the Chris, dude, from Chris and Chris in the Morning. What's up? Still waiting on that morning talk show radio, dude. They got to have it, dude. At some point in time, dude, I would pay good money. I would donate to your Patreon if you and your dad did a morning talk show host every day before ski, dude. Before you have to ride your little bicicleta to ski, you could just do like a 15-minute, 20-minute podcast with your dad, dude. Millions of views.
First one shot, I don't need a bayonet. I have a Smith & Wesson folder, bro.
Yeah, that is all you need. And a Glock 19. He probably has 19 Glock 19s, but not really. He's only got one.
27 Smith & Wesson folders.
Yeah, he does. Zappinin, dude? What is Zappinin indeed? First one shot says, hey, young Chris. That's fucking, it's a little suspect of a way to say what's up. He's too old for you first. That's hilarious, though. After 16 inches, who's counting? Right. The Boonie Hat Bandit says, nice Smith Model 48 vid. I appreciate that, dude.
I didn't watch it as usual.
Shade. He probably stopped by to give it a thumbs down, though.
Yeah.
Just to keep it consistent.
You have to.
You might as well at that point.
Yeah.
I buy in bulk, bro. That's how I get deals, dude. What
the fucking Smith and Wesson?
How much is a Smith and Wesson? Did you see the one? Did I ever show you the one that they fucking gave to us?
No, I don't think so.
You know how like we get from working in the shop, we get like promo shit. Fucking Glock comes in, they'll give us like last time Glock was in, they give us all Glock pens. They're actually really nice writing pens, and when you have to fill out 4473s all day, it's nice to have a good writing pen. So that was cool. And then they only gave some of us. I was the Glock guy handed it to me and Blake and I think one of the other guys. But it was like it was when Arlie Ermy died, and so it was like a remembrance challenge coin. So that's super cool. I got that, and then hats and shirts and fucking sunglasses and all the fucking little shit. Glock actually hooks it up a lot of the times. Yeah. Fucking a lot of other people. Smith and Wesson hooks it up with the merch. The fucking HK. We're still with fuck you, Chris. Or whatever your fucking name is, the HK rep, dude. He promised us all types. I had the SAS dudes with the gas mask with the mag lights on top of the shit, storming the embassy poster, and fucking one of their tactical pistol bags, like the Mark 23 one that's cut out for the Knights Arm and Suppress and the mags and everything, because I would stick a USB in there. I already have a couple of them, but this one was like woodland. Yeah. And then something else. I ordered something. I wanted the fucking HK neon light, dude. Yeah. Put it in the stew. Yeah. And then fucking there was something. They have a fucking HK like we got in the shop, the bar stools, dude. Yeah. Wanted that. The fucking. So I ordered all this shit. Everybody ordered all this shit. Like we were getting hella shit, and like he was supposed to get it to us for free since he hasn't given us fucking promo shit ever. Yeah. But we were all willing and ready to pay for the shit. Yeah. But it's been months at this point. Still don't have the shit. So, but he's an asshole though. He wanted us one time to buy 20 Stoger STR9 or whatever bullshit bottom of the barrel Turkish made fucking hand assembled by ISIS pistols that are fucking cheapy deepy awful. They got like a 20-pound fucking striker fire trigger. It's disgusting. Yeah. Just to get an S.P.P. And we're like, go fuck yourself, dude. Well, it would be cheaper for us to buy one off gun broker at inflated prices than to buy fucking 20 bullshit fucking pistols we're going to get stuck with and nobody fucking wants except for the one random fucking dude that's like, hey, I saw this in the NRE magazine. Do you guys hear there was a really good article. It's
okay, so
utterly reliable for the price.
So if he's an HK rep, why does he care if you buy a fucking
because bullshit? They're under the whole thing. So HK back in the day used to own or import Benelli. Yeah. So H&K and Benelli has been in cahoots since day one. Yeah. And then Benelli owns Franke and Stoger. And Stoger obviously being the bottom tier of that equation. Their shotguns are great. There's nothing wrong. They're made in Turkey, but their shotguns are solid. Yeah. It's a great entry-level gun. Mm-hmm. And it'll last forever. It's just it doesn't have all the amenities, the niceties of even a Franke, let alone a Benelli. But also, of course, it's a third, a fourth, a fifth of the price. So, and the shotguns are great, but the fucking handguns or whatever other weird bullshit they got going on, nah. Save that shit, dude. Pro Max swag, nice. Yeah, fuck that HK guy. We're a Glock family up in here. No, the fuck we ain't, bro. HK for life. HK should just fucking hire. Would I not make a good HK brand ambassador, dude? Because not only am I snobby and elitist when it comes to HK firearms. That is hashtag roll marks or no marks, bitch. I have an extensive enough HK collection. I'm experienced enough with the prods. I know enough of the hist. And I'm like, I'm a bandwagon groupie boy regardless. Unless they really do some heinous shit. But like they make the best small arms overall consistently in a large scale manufacturing sense than anybody. They just do. I'm sorry. So, but like you could pay me money, H&K, You could pay me money. Fuck the money. Send me the guns, dude.
Yeah.
Let me get a semi-automatic MP7. Fuck, let me get a fully automatic MP7. Dude, I'm a brand ambassador. I'm T'ing and Eing military LEO demonstrations, dude. I'm shopping it out, trying to get some contracts for you guys.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. MP7 a briefcase, dude. Yeah. Well, how much is that to ask for, dude?
Exactly.
$100,000+. But either way, you know, you could trust me with it.
Yeah.
If I had an MP7, that MP7 would be the safest in my hands that any MP7 has ever been, because I wouldn't let it go, dude. I'd shower with that bitch. I'd sleep with it, dude. Fucking yeah, dude. I'd be wiping my butt, dude, but I get transition hands, so I can fucking not. It's already flat dark earth. We don't need any more of that. At least the A1 variant or whatever the fuck. But yeah, all these little Hardy Poos. Damn. Who's out here with the fucking tickety tocks fucking Hardy Poos, dude? I think it's just police chiefs. What am I missing?
Glock that took people to strip clubs. There's that only police chiefs. Them Gabriel.
No, they definitely. There's fucking HK. If anything, there's a lot of people. All that shit. Just like when you watch like the John Willis videos about fucking like Blade Show before Blade Show starts, and they're up in the hotel with fucking all types of skeezy people, and fucking everybody's got a lot of money. There's definitely cocaine there and hookers for sure. Like that is how all this shit takes place. And which is funny because it's like some war dog shit or some Lord of War type of shit. Yeah. But like, and people don't realize it because there are so many restrictions and stipulations and export bans and fucking 922R and fucking just everybody's all types of different laws to begin with. But like, there are dudes in like brand name high. There's probably the CEO of Smith & Wesson right now is getting blown by a hooker railing fucking coke while they're talking about the next Kel-Tec product they're going to steal.
Yes. In a board meeting.
Right.
He's just in the board meeting.
Right. It's not even
at the head of the table.
Not even
hooker under the table, mirror in front of him, and he's just... Which, isn't that how Kel-Tec came up with their designs anyways?
There's definitely drugs involved in Kel-Tec's designs, for sure. I don't care what they say.
More meth, but
I don't want
they
say.
From Florida?
Chris says, I finally mounted my Psionics. It's supposed to be candid, right? So with the J-arm, it will be candid like that, which actually, once you get used to it, is a benefit because you actually get a taller field of view top to bottom. It's diagonal, but you get the picture, quite literally and metaphorically speaking. But off a J-arm, then yes, that's how it's ran. And you'll get used to it. It's fine. But you make sure your inner pupillary distance or whatever is set right. So like you're getting the whole, you're still seeing the full rectangle, which even if it's a little canted one way or another, and it looks like it wouldn't be right, it still will be the way that your eye is going to see it because you're looking at a screen. Okay. So it's like you're watching a TV or whatever. And yeah, dude, wear it, walk around the house with it, go outside in the backyard with it on a starry night or even without, dude. And you will see, I really do though. After experiencing full-blown, which I've fucked around with it before, buddies had it or fucking, somebody's in there, at the shop with it or whatever. But like having the color, I missed the color on the actual PVS 14. Yeah. Because first of all, the blues and the purples and the different greens and all the way that it looks through the Psionics, which is reflecting that infrared light, spectrum that we can't normally see with our human eyes. You're still seeing all the different shades of things in the dark, but it's just all green or it's all white or it's all, so like having the color, if you're looking at, it was brought up in the T-Rex video, 3 cans of gas. Yep. One of them's blue for water. The other one's, 2 cycle. And so that one's a green one. And then the regular gas is red or whatever the fuck, having that color option from digital night vision to be able to differentiate things between themselves. And I do also think it helps with brightening certain situations, even without supplemental illumination, because it'd be like blue versus pink or purplish. Yeah. Like, I mean, you look through, you know what I'm talking about, and the different shadings, like a lot of things I feel like would be more discernible being separate colors than they would be just different shades of the same color. Yeah. I don't know. But at least so far, my initial impressions on the situation is that. But so if they like with the Opsin, which I still got to fucking get into contact with them. Brownies are coolin', homemade. Yeah. What kind of brownies, Mr. B?
You know what kind of brownies.
But yeah, fuck around with it, dude. Mess around with it, train with it, fucking put it on your face and fucking get out there. You do need, I don't know which one you got specifically, if you got the Aurora Black package that I got, where it comes with the IR illuminator and all that other shit, because even real night vision has built in, not all of them, but most of them have built in IR illuminators to where if it is pitch black or you're inside of a building and there is no ambient light to draw from, or at least not enough, you can flip that on and then still be able to see what the fuck you're doing. So much the same, if you're starting to get a super staticky screen or you can't really see anything or discern what anything is, IR illumination, even just a little bit, goes a long way, and you'll be able to see and see and see. So I would fuck around with it. I don't know if you got the IR illuminator with the package or if you just got the device itself. But if you don't have an IR illuminator of some sort, it doesn't have to be a weapon mounted one for fucking $1,600. You can get a little handheld flashlight or a helmet mounted light, even better. So then it's hands free. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Princeton Tech MPLS, $70, and that'll get you through a house, through a forest. So, but yeah. Cool shit, man. Just train with it, wear it, get used to it. Fucking, it is what it is. But like once you get accustomed to it and you learn, I would get some extra batteries for that thing too, because the battery life compared to actual analog night vision sucks. That's the one downside on digital. Even the new Opsin is only 8 hours, and you got a battery pack this big, or whatever, or maybe it's more. I don't know, but it was like 8 to 10 hours or something. Like it was like a full. Like from when you would actually need night vision to when the sun came up or started to come up where you wouldn't need night vision again, it's only a matter, it's less than 15 hours, I'm pretty sure. What am I missing, dude? To be fair, HK makes products worth the price they charge. Exactly, dude. And it sucks because they are exorbitantly expensive compared to other things, but in my opinion, in my experience, like they are that much better. Plus, there's just the track record and the amount of contracts that they hold with units and militaries that actually do real shit and need super serious kit to do it with. They hold up, dude. You literally cannot kill a USP. You cannot kill a Mark 23. You cannot kill a 416, like unless you fucking literally blow it up with a hand grenade or some shit. Like the guns will just work. So that's the price of admission that you pay. What am I missing? Blonde long braids has every cool knife made. What?
You need the awesome chick who does knives simulcast or some shit.
I have no idea. I got the black edition. I put the illuminator on the side of the helmet. Nice. It's a little bit big to be around, but if that's what you got, run it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, you'd be able to fucking see forever. It's bright, dude. It's a pretty bright fucking. And this is the thing, though, Chris, and anybody else out there that's getting into night vision of any variety or messing around with fucking IR shit, lasers, lights, you can seriously burn your retinas out looking into some IR shit. And that's even with civilian grade, FDA approved fucking bullshit that us plebiscites have. Unless you got a fucking salty bring back or something that probably doesn't even half work right, and you can't fucking warranty it because they'll keep that bitch. Yep. Like IR light will fuck up the human eye because we're not made to naturally see it within a certain spectrum. Like it's like nanowatts or nanometers or whatever. It's not lumens that it's measured in. It's definitely something completely different. But be careful flashing IR shit. You look in a mirror, you don't think that anything's fucking with you. And like, it's not like maybe regular light where like, oh, I'm blinded, I got to close my eyes. And then like you're staring into it. You can fuck your shit up staring into some IR lasers or lights. So fucking try not to do it. Be conscientious of what the fuck's going on and shit like that, splashback, whatever. A little bit here and there, obviously you'd be fine. But you don't want to just be fucking looking at some shit. Oh, look at that cute little red light I could barely see during the day. And then all of a sudden you're just, your shit's like peeling over and shit. Sonics Aurora ATM 4K Pro. What?
Sonics Aurora ATN 4K Pro.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Sightmark flashlight / IR illuminator, dude. Listen, if it works, it works. Some of the Sightmark shit is actually legit, believe it or not. And bear in mind the Kenosha Kid The old Kyle Rittenhouse, dude, clapped fucking 3 commies with a fucking Sightmark EOTech clone on top of his fucking M&P Sport 2. So, which again,
got 2 of them.
Yeah, right. But 2 out of the 3 were pedophiles.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, that's pretty solid work, kid. But yeah, the fucking I had the blue gloves on in the video, dude. I was doing my best Rittenhouse impression earlier.
Yeah.
In the Model 48 vid because I had the blue gloves on. But yeah, dude, legitimately, like some of that shit, again, there's like China, right? China makes a bunch of fuck shit, but then they also make some halfway decent shit that's like the Hollow Sun shit, like the Sig shit, like the fucking, I just run around naked with a sparkler up my butt screaming Bud Light is people. What? I believe that is the problem. Yes, but also, what the fuck are we, why are we talking, we're this early in, how long has it been? We're this early in.
You just say his brownies were done. So.
Right. No, that's true. But they wouldn't have kicked in that fast, although I assume that
he says this is the first, this wasn't the
higher
first
dosage.
Batch, you know? Well, who says this was the first batch?
Who knows?
You know, he might have been cooking all day.
I'm in the middle of fucking. She acts like I could hear the shit. I love you, babe, but like I can't.
Bud Light is people for first one shot. That's suspect. Kyle, a budget superhero.
Who's that?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle, dude, listen. I mean, whatever. I mean, if this is the thing, dude, because legitimately, that's proof right there. Indian, not the arrow.
Yeah.
That being said, if you can afford the nicer shit, the better shit, the more durable shit, the better made shit, the whatever the fuck shit it is, do it because you might need it. He might have got lucky that quick detach Chinese mount on that Sightmark didn't fail when he needed it most. He might have got lucky that the fucking, whatever, just whatever. Like it's not.
He might be lucky that he didn't look down the sights once during that altercation.
Right.
So.
Well, we know from Tarkov that point fire is the master race of all up close encounters.
Says 3 brownies down.
3 brownies down, dude. He's got the diabetes. You got to die something. Might as well be the beatus. I always say Kyle has smoked more commies than me. Maybe not more than A-dubs, but still. First one, hey, if it works, it works. Hello, governor. What's up, dude?
As soon as he gets mentioned.
Out of nowhere. He's like Bloody Mary, but don't say that more times because I don't fuck with that shit, dude.
What, Bloody Mary?
Stop, dude. You can't shoot ghosts, my dude.
Stop what?
Stop. You know what the fuck you're doing. I don't fuck with that shit, dude. Fuck that.
So I shouldn't say Bloody Mary?
Listen, when the bitch shows up, you're dealing with it, dude. I'm going to be out the window shooting, dude. And if you catch one, that's on you.
Oh, man.
Just take your gear off. You're dead, Conrad. You're dead, Conrad, dude.
Conrad.
I went to a school with a kid named Conrad.
I don't have a personal Conrad to be dying and taking gear off of.
I went to school with a kid named Conrad, dude. Yeah. Conrad, dude. And actually, one time, my mom was walking around the neighborhood, like just doing walk stuff, like just women just go out and walk around the neighborhood, dude, right? Yeah. They saw it on they saw it, I don't know, probably. And like he, for some reason, like was driving past and like smacked her wrist with like the mirror of the car, not paying attention or something. And fucking, I punched him square right in the shit. And fucking, then they had to take the bat out of my hands because I didn't even know who it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the fucking
then it was Conrad.
Then it was fucking Conrad.
First period.
No, not in the least bit. But like the fucking my mother actually used to babysit his ass. But the fucking he followed her all the way home to make sure because she was walking around the neighborhood to make sure she was all right or whatever, I guess. And fucking all I see is my mom crying, holding her arm, and a creepy car, fucking hoopty ass car looking for. So I grab a baseball bat and fucking run up the street, and then people are screaming at me, and then this, that, no, it's not like that or whatever. And so they took the bat, and then you can't take these. You can't take those. So But shout out to Conrad, dude. I don't think he's watching. But yeah, the old con of the rad variety, dude. Most of the soy boys will be dead the first 4 days. Let them carry your gear. They go splat after they turn their light on at night. What? How fucking trippy are you getting, Mr. B? I don't know. Speaking of moms, is sweet Amy Scales ready to settle? That's fucked up. I think she already did. Shout out to He's a good guy, though. Yeah. That's hilarious. Good times, dude. Good times indeed. Indubitably, one might argue. What do we mean? I feel like we missed some shit in the comms. You haven't even been scrolling the comms, dude.
What do you mean scrolling
We're
the comms,
live,
dude? I never been scrolling comms, dude.
What do you mean?
Scrolling themselves, dude.
I know, but sometimes you got to scroll back to see what's up. Amy could do worse than A-Dubs, dude. He's in the POC now, dude. He's trying to fucking wingman that shit.
Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
It's fucked up.
It is fucked up, but I enjoy it. I enjoy that.
She's done worse than A-Dubs. So
yeah, well, this is the thing, dude. I would trust that A-Dubs is probably a pretty all right guy.
Yeah.
He's probably pretty all right. I don't know why I would assume that. Finding him via the internet, through the content we produce. Channel. Like that's... I mean, one of us, perhaps. You know? There's some guy works for CA Rifle and Pissed. What? That looks and sounds like he is TT's brother, dude. CA Rifle and Pistol Association?
That's what I'm assuming.
California Rifle and Pistol Association. That looks and sounds like he's TT's brother, dude. Who is this dude? Can we look this up?
I don't know, dude.
I thought it through. Let your Conrads be your pack or your guy. He's still with the Conrads. He must know him, dude. Yeah, they're good pals. Fucking Conrads, dude. I'm also pretty all right. Also, right? Tell her 5.5, but what? What, dude? It's like a Wisconsin cheese wheel.
You should just send her the link. Tell her to hop on.
Your mother?
Yeah.
She would, too, bro. She'd be in here just reckless. Just for no reason. A-Dubs puts the lotion on the skin for you, dude. Mr. B's trying to live out his fantasies, dude. Oh, Mr. B's off the brownies right now, dude.
We don't know what was in those brownies.
No, that's the thing. There's definitely probably crack cocaine.
Like, he could be a normal person and just have pot brownies, but he's not a normal person.
No, he's definitely not normal on account of the fact of probably all of the incredible amounts of drugs he's done throughout the years. Yeah. But we don't blame him for it. You know,
Mr. B, how many peyote plants do you have?
He's got, well, he doesn't have any left at this point. I'll tell you that. Motherfucker. You kids are crazy. I don't know how you kids fucking, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that mangy mutt. A-Dubs rubs you with the cocoa butter before you wake up at the bottom of the well. Dude, who's even using wells anymore, dude? In today's day and age, bro? In a municipal district?
I've got a well.
Yeah, but you're not that well off, dude.
It's true.
No, actually, I'd prefer it. Well, that's the thing, though, is Lockport water is like damn near Flint, Michigan. Yeah. So, you know, it's not, but like the well water, I don't know if you partook in any of the well water up on the prop, dude.
I didn't, actually.
It's pretty solid, dude. It's some of the best, most cleanest. We're like, fuck a Fiji, a smart water with your perfectly balanced pH, dude. Yeah, right, dude. Still smells like fish. But yeah, dude, it's delicious because it's real, naturally filtered, non-GMO, as organic as it gets. Artesian, even, who knows? Fucking
whatever the hell you want to call it, it's
right?
Water.
Yeah, but it's our water, dude, on our prop, and it came from our earth, dude. Whatever this fucking rock is,
fucking bills to pay for it because it ain't the government's water,
right? Well, they'd like to think it is. Yeah. They think the rainwater is there,
they can do whatever they want.
But yeah, got the extra bit, but it's so delicious. There's no taste, there's no smell. Yeah. I mean, it does taste like, it tastes sweet in a sense of like how you could taste how pure and natural it is. Like there's no, like it tastes like it's refreshing, dude. It's truly refreshing, bro. And it's always ice cold coming out of that motherfucker. And it's going through all the sand. It's all sand up there, dude, which is a great natural fucking water filter layer. Okay. But yeah,
it's just a little bit worried about the lead levels, you know?
Well, that's a whole nother story, but I mean, we're used to it, I guess, at this point. We might even be fucking immune, dude. We have herd immunity just from all the years. A-Dubs has a portable hot tub you're chained to. What fantasies are we? He put mushrooms in those brownies, dude. I don't know what he's doing. 100%. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like the sweet taste of freedom, I bet. Keeps the keys on, always adds Mr. Bubble. Nothing better than house water on a hot summer hose water. What you know about the hose, Chris? You're too young for that, dude. Find yourself a good girl, dude. It's like fucking Joe Pesci from, why don't you find yourself a nice girl? Saturday, I get a nice one almost every night, Mom. And then I come home to you. I love you. Fucking Goodfellas, dude. It's such a classic. I've invented a new feminine hygiene product. Oh, this is going to be a good one, dude. This is going to be a good one, dude. I suppose your state has extra minerals in their water now, too. Dude, everybody's got extra. Well, see, that's the thing, dude. There might not be. I didn't see any chemtrails, at least over the prop area. I barely saw a fucking thing flying in the sky if it wasn't a bird. And then it's a plane. No, Superman.
Birds aren't real, bro.
They're not real, dude. At least not most of them, dude. Yeah. There's definitely a majority of government spy drone birds as opposed to actual, probably still genetically modified in a lab somewhere to fucking further their bird propaganda agenda. But, like, most birds are definitely not real, dude.
Even my cable guy knows it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. First one shot knows it, dude.
And if there were anybody to know it, it'd be the cable guy.
Right, dude, because that's where do they always just hang out?
Exactly.
Just hanging out on the caves, dude. Yeah. On the caves, dude. Yep. And it's fucked up when you think about it, dude. Maybe that's how, maybe they recharge like that, bro. And they've got everybody fucking fooled, bro. Yeah. Because realistically, TT, scroll up because you missed the funniest joke since Puerto Rican eugenics. What the fuck? You're in control. You're the fucking Jamie of the computes, dude. What are we missing, dude?
I don't know what the fuck.
This is what I'm saying. I told you to scroll up earlier. I don't fucking scroll up on the chat.
The last thing he said was tell her I look like Patrick Swayze, but towards the end. That's the thing that was said. So I don't know if he's talking about somebody else's joke or what. But
20% of birds might be real. That's what I'm saying, dude. Tops 20% of birds, dude. And only in specific locales. What number would you put on it, dude?
I don't know, dude.
You don't know?
There's no way to tell.
You have no idea.
There's no way to tell, bro. Because how good is their fucking technology?
Dude, the technology. Listen, if they say China is ahead of us, how many? 10, 20 years in technology at any given point?
Yeah.
The U.S. government, my dude, on that real black level security, deep, dark, fucking 3 people know about it shit. Yeah. They're probably 50 years ahead of China.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
because like, look at it this way, right? The birds you would say are definitely real would be like shit that we eat, right? It's like the ducks, the chickens, the turkeys, stuff like that, right? Who knows if that's even a bird,
but
dude? Who knows? And who knows if they got the technology to where even the entire animal is still an animal, right? But it's controlled in the mind. What's the first thing you do when you're butchering a chicken? Off with the head. You're never gonna look inside of that fucking head.
Would, dude.
You know? You don't know what the fuck kind of microchips they got in that shit. You don't know.
You have no idea.
You don't know, bro.
It's impossible for you to know, dude. If you've never looked inside of a chicken head, leave it in the comment section below.
Yeah, bro. You never know.
Dying Patrick Swayze, I got it. Probably going to catch the cancer, dude. Old pancreatic cancer Dalton, they call me at the old double deuce. That's fucked up, dude. Speaking of which, dude, fucking Paul Harris, dude. That's fucked up, dude. I feel like, did you hear about that? I know we talked about it on the live stream last time. But the fucking Paul Harris, dude. He's a leg, dude. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, bro. Because he's definitely on the spectrum for sure. He is
the only video I've ever watched was you when you made me watch his corned beef Thanksgiving dinner meal.
It's delicious, bro. And it's inspiring, dude.
It's delicious. You never had it, but it's delicious.
It looks like it was perfectly cooked, dude. Like I love Hank Williams, dude, but if anybody could give him a run for his money and a cook-off, dude, it might be Paul Harrell. And that's saying something because fucking Chuck Norris asked Paul Harrell for advice, bro. So they're saying R.I.P., dude. He's not dead yet, bro. He still might beat it, dude. Fingers crossed, dude. What the fuck? Too soon, man. Quite literally and metaphorically speaking, bro. That's fucked up, Paul Harrell, dude. Paul Harrell is the Bob Ross of gun videos for me, dude.
The best was though when he was actually eating. You just heard him smacking his fucking lips the whole time.
He's in the middle of the woods. He don't give no fuck. He's hungry. He just spent fun.
That's good stuff.
I just love.
I know. See some of this, mix it all in.
Right. Listen, dude. It's worth a watch, okay? I really hope that even, God forbid, the worst takes place, that they never take down the videos, because I'll go revisit them, dude, from time to time. Because not only is there a wealth of information, there's a lot of good humor, which is highbrow, some of it, that a lot of people. He's very dry. The fact, I've yet to see a Paul Harrell video where he's talking to the camera and doesn't break eye contact. There'll be shit on the tape. He'll be pulling shit out of a bag, and like he just does not break eye contact, dude. He just he's staring, and it makes you feel like he's looking into your soul, and it makes you reevaluate things, dude. The Dutch of, he shoots pigs, might as well eat them with the Dutch of, dude. Paul Harrell killed a guy in like 2004. He's a pretty knowledgeable source. He did though.
Yeah,
he did. He's probably killed a few people because he was in the fucking arm, dude. You never lose to cancer because when you die, the cancer dies. If anything, it's a draw. Fair enough point. That's a good way to look at it. But yeah, dude, fucking Paul Harrell, dude. Yeah. With the little time he spent on YouTube so far, in the grand scheme, I think I've been on YouTube longer than Paul Harrell. Clearly far less successful. But and realistically, he don't fucking edit or produce his videos any better than I do. Yeah. So, but I think it's the old fucking 1980s jovial, we just watched informational video and skew music at the end of it. That really is what, it's the nostalgia that brings people back. But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. But yeah, I love me some Paul Harrell, dude. He's probably one of my fucking, I don't know if I top 10, top 5. I would like to say top 5 YouTube gun chans. Yeah. But I don't know. If I actually put it down on papes, he might end up in like 7th or something. So like in top 10 for sure. Yeah. But like definitely
you should do that one day.
I'm thinking about it. That's a good vid, dude. 10, dude. It's a good vid, dude. We got the Punisher in the house. What's up, my man? How you doing, bro? He's gonna be here for 3.5 minutes and then dip. Yeah, exactly. You never even see this, but make sure you smash that like button on your way out, bro.
Make it one more comment from him, then he's out.
Right, that's about it. That's all we get.
Yeah. He hasn't stalked me in the Walmart recently, so it's fucking.
He was trying to touch your butt, probably?
He probably was. It's a little strange, a little suspect, but I caught his ass before he got to it, so. That's all that really matters, right?
That's, I guess, in the grand scheme. Yeah. But the fact that he was, I mean, you say you saw him,
yeah,
but he would have had to have. He was close enough to where if he had an extended ranged weapon, you would have been toast, dude. Yeah. If he just shot you with a pistol, you know, he could have fucking with a slingshot right in the fucking temp, dude.
Potentially.
You know? A blow dart, dude, with some fucking Chiari African fucking poise or something. You'd be fucked up, dude, all up in the water. They'd be like, oh, fuck, he's on fentanyl, dude. They'd be giving you Narcan and shit. You're just fucking seizing up because of the poison.
I'd have been all up in the fucking...
Whole heart stops.
I'd be knocking over all the sweet tea out that cooler, bro. It would have been a problem. Constitutional Carpses, while we're RIPing, folks. RIP Joey the Cat.
Dude, Joey the RIP Joey Delgato, dude. Guy doing what he loved most, which was cocaine off Thai ladyboy buttholes. Yes. And I don't approve of such activities because I'm not a fucking fanoik, right? But like, I also don't.
He was living free, bro.
He was doing it. He was living as constitutionally as he felt comfortable. And regardless of if that lines up with my ideals or not, I can always appreciate and respect and will fight for your right to party. I'm out here a Easton boy.
First one shot. I almost never let people touch my butt in Walmart. Almost never.
Almost never, dude. But there was
once
that
or twice.
13 times. He kept going back, dude. It's the guy that checks the receipts. He gives him a little love tap on the way out. A little encouragement. He's like a fucking 8th grade basketball coach, and he's used to it. You know. So That's fucked up. R.I.P. Joey. I will avenge you, dude. A-dubs, dude. A-dubs would be the only one that probably could because they probably have experienced the same scenarios in their lives.
True. It's probably been the same Thai lady boy.
Right.
You know,
right.
Remembers the address. Even,
right. Because you really, with Asian people, they look like they're 24 until they're 97.
Yeah.
So, you know, it could be.
Yeah.
You know,
could be. Just might be.
And it's fucked up, dude. That like they would, because you know Joey Delgado got something. You know what I'm saying? Joey the cat. Yeah. He just out here meow. He just Hunter is carrying on his mission. Yeah. He's fucking doing more blow at the White House, dude. Or was that Kamal, dude, before she fucking blew somebody? Or who was it? Or was there fucking no cocaine at all, bro? Has anybody considered that idea that there's no cocaine at all and they're just making you feed further into it? They're distracting you more. What happened? What other shit in the world? I don't know. I'm asking, but what other shit in the world happened on that day where they supposedly found cocaine in the White House? Because why, if it was any of those motherfuckers' cocaine, which again, it probably was, and they don't give a fuck either way, but in theory, would they not, since they're owned by those motherfuckers, not fucking even come out and report on it at all? So it has to be some type of false flag shit to get you thinking about that while they run off to the bank with more of your property, more of your rights, more of your money, more of your whatever, the fuck, more of your privacy. It's something. Something else happened. Same thing with the submarine. Same thing with fucking any of this other shit. It's all false flag bullshit. It's crazy because it makes you feel like you're living in a fucking simulation, dude, and they just keep rewriting the code. But maybe. Who the fuck knows? I have no idea at this point. But Joey the cat got something right. Tiger blood, dude. Yeah, dude, he's fucking Charlie Sheen in that shit. Yeah. I would never drop/leave my nose candy on the ground. Right, dude. Right, dude. Goes in a specific pock and you're constantly checking it just to make sure.
They're in the White House. You really think it's that hard to come by? So what if it was a little bit? It's fucking.
That's what the walls are made out of, exactly. I think, in there.
But the fucking. Just take a pocket knife to the fucking plaster and all.
Right. Well, that's what they commonly cut it with anyways, the fucking the sheetrock and all that. Yeah. Or you fucking cut it with the isotol, you give them the shits. Yeah. From what I read on the internet.
Yeah.
But the fucking I do a lot of research, dude. I like to be well versed in the conversational topics that I discuss from time to time.
Just regularly discussing cocaine.
Listen, it was a big part of America's development, I think, and overall in the grand scheme of things. Oops, lost 4 grams. Ho diddly dum. Yeah. It's not called the White House for nothing, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I'm usually just high on life, says First One Shot. He sees like a Glock 19 review and he beats his little dick. So like he's just living his best. It's the simple things in life.
Yeah.
Something shiny. You know. Subpar, mediocre at best, but like passable handguns. He's really into.
Yeah. Or if he just gets a freshly minted quarter,
right?
Change from McDonald's, you know, it distracts him for a solid 6.
Right. Well, I mean, honestly, it's not the freshly minted ones I'm after. It's the pre-65s.
Yes.
Because they got the silv, and they're actually worth like $2, mabes. You know, worth a silv in the courts. So like most idiots just fucking, they're like, oh, it's a quarter. I got 25 cents. But no, dude, you really got like 2 something. If you knew what the fuck you were doing. And so I always rifle through the change just to see, because I do stack silver and gold. I haven't been as much lately. You know, I got enough going on, but I'll probably start. But again, I mean, you can't eat it. Nope. And what the fuck in the Bujahadeen, I could what are you going to do with it? So what the fuck, you know, unless the people, you'd have to do it quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah.
Which means you'd have to be aware of what's going on preemptively, which I like to think that I'm pretty up to date and right there with it as far as understanding when the time is right for taking it there. There's been a few close calls, but but like, it's really like it's a good asset to have, but like all these people pimping fucking Acre Gold or this, that, and the other thing, like, I would only start investing in those types of things if you already had beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. If you don't have beans, bullets, and Band-Aids and a plethora of them and know how to use them, like, fuck a gold, fuck a silver, fuck a stamp collection, fuck a, even a gun collection, bro. If you're just buying guns and none of them are sighted in, none of them have sights on them to begin with, none of them got white lights, slings, holsters, chest rigs, plate carriers, whatever the fuck to go with it. Oh, I got all these guns. You never shoot. You never fucking, you got a box of ammo and a half for each. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the same fucking crusty hollow points you've been chambering and rechambering because your pussy ass is too afraid to keep one in the pipe at all times. Whatever it is, right? So that's just how it goes. Unfortunately, I feel like a majority of gun owners.
Yeah.
And those are definitely gun community people, as opposed to the people like us, which is gun culture, because we live, eat, breathe, sleep, shit this shit all day, 24/7, whatever. It's a way of life, and it's the American way of life, because without guns, this would not be America, and we have not used the guns enough, or at least all of our other rights enough, to keep this America. And so that, therefore, one day will probably lead to us having to use the guns again, which is going to be unfortunate on all accounts. But at the same time, people don't take it seriously still yet enough. And two, are probably most likely not that prepared to take it there. And it's just either way, dude. If we got to go down swinging, I'm going down swinging for the fences, dude. I'm going to Barry Bonds that ass. But in the meantime, it's just... You see what they're doing all across the nation. They're trying to infringe further on the Second Amendment. They're trying to completely and totally eradicate the Second Amendment. That is for a reason. At this point, they might as well just fucking send the tanks down the suburbs and just try and round everybody up, because that is where all this is headed. But the idea that, like, you cannot see the forest for the trees, or whatever the expression is, like, it's been in the works for I don't know how many years, and it's exponentially ramping up as of late, because they're getting sick and tired of playing the long game, which they're really, really good at. And eventually, it's all going to come to a head. Giggity. And it's going to boil over. And do not be the fucking frog that got caught in the lukewarm, thought it was comfortable and cozy. Oh, I could get used to this. And then you do, and then you see what happens. Boy, your ass is getting served up at fucking Joe's Crab Shack, bitch, as an appetizer. So don't do it, people. Make sure you got the shit that you need and know how to use the shit that you need before you fucking need to use it, because each day that passes looks more and more like you're going to fucking need to use it. And it's a dark and dim, this is that dark winter maybe they were talking about for how long. They were, the dark, it's scary. And fucking with fear they can't control, and they have most people scared, bro. I'm not scared, dude. Nobody fucking, if you bleed like I bleed, you fucking, I'm not worried about it. But
they don't bleed like you bleed.
Well, they're lizard people, so the fucking either way, they still bleed, and if it bleeds, we can kill it. So either way, just the idea, people, for real. Beans, bullets, band-aids. You will always, throughout your entire life, have a purpose for any of those things, and you should have an abundance of those things, more than you think you need, because you don't know how much you might need. And again, you should know how to fucking shoot the guns. You should know how to fucking boil the water, or add this amount of drops of bleach to purify the water, or fucking be able to cook with minimal fucking shit. You should be able to know how to fucking build a fire underneath the ground so it doesn't give away your signature to people miles off. And whatever you have to do. Like, there's a lot that goes into all of it. If you're just starting now, you're a little bit behind the curve, because it's ramping up, but that does not mean to give up. You have to keep going and keep doing it regardless, because anything is better than nothing, dude. I would rather, to me, life is the most precious gift you could be given, and it's not on me to throw that away, and I feel an honor and a duty to make sure I can live as much of it as possible, because without life, I don't exist. So why would I not want to exist as much as possible given the opportunity? So I'm going to fight it until the last dying breath, whenever that may be. That could be fucking tomorrow. That could be fucking 60 years from now. Who knows? Anywhere in between. But the idea of it being my option of where I'm going to resist I'm not going to go along with it. You're not going to fucking line me up on a beach and blow my head off. You're not going to fucking bury me in a fucking whatever the fuck. You're not going to put me in a cage and drop me into a pool. Like, I will die on my own accord. And I will live as much as I possibly can for myself and for all the other people that I care about and feel responsible for. And every one of y'all should have the same outlook, because most of us here, if not all of us currently, are men, right? Or at least we're supposed to be. And traditionally, we're supposed to be the providers and the protectors. And if you are behind the curve on providing and protecting, figure it out, man, because that card might get pulled soon here. Be ready for it. But either way, what am I missing?
1 gallon bleach for each gallon of water, right?
What is it?
One shot. 1 gallon of bleach for each gallon of water.
Right. Yeah. No. And you drink the bleach first.
Yes.
And then you wash it down with the water.
Yes. Yes. That's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
This is not financial advice, people.
Put the Coke back in Coca-Cola.
Booze bullets, Kentucky jelly, dude. Gallons of bleach. 2 gallons of bleach. Happy to help, dude.
Punisher says,
has anybody seen the movie Sound of Freedom? The elite motherfuckers are trying to take the movie down. I have not, but I've heard a bunch of things about it.
Yeah.
Is it like a military movie or something? Like they're like contractors and they're trying to save all the kids from sex slavery or whatever.
I don't know.
I assume. But yeah, it makes me want to go see the movie for sure, just because everybody doesn't want me to see the movie and because they're hating on it. But at the same time, is this more, how did it come out in theaters if it's not associated with Hollywood or what? Like, I don't know. Maybe Poss.
Yeah.
But, you know, who's backing it, dude? With the Koch brothers, I think, are mostly like dead at this point as far as anything that they contribute. And who else do we have? We don't have a George Soros to fund shit like that nationwide, whatever. But maybe so it's that good and it's that true and realistic. And most people are waking up to the shit, which would be a good thing. But, you know, it was buried for 5 years. Yeah, I heard about that. I read an article on that, how they were keeping it from coming out and this, that, and but then how do they have it come out now, dude? How do they have... And how that always wondered me too, because like there's a lot of supposedly that movie Sisu or whatever is like made in like 2021 or even older, and it was just getting advertised in theats like recently when I was out watching John Wick 4 and shit. Yeah. So, but I don't know. Either way, almost got dysentery, dude. It sounds like me playing fucking what's that game? Oregon Trails, dude. Well, I never got the dysentery. But somebody got the dysentery. But most of the time, we'd be crossing a riv, and the wagon would be too heavy because all I ever did was want to shoot the guns and hunt. And so we had a plethora, a myriad, a whole fucking gaggle of bison meat and all types of shit. And then we would just Jenny would drown, or fucking whoever, Margaret would fucking get the sepsis.
God
or
damn it, Margaret!
Right? Who knows, dude?
Jenny, I told you get on the top of the wagon. God damn it!
Sound of Freedom was a great movie. I was surprised when I started getting teary-eyed. I usually don't get that way from a movie. I'll tell you what, dude, the end of fucking American Snipes, dude, where they're fucking flying the fucking flags over the bridges and shit, and they're driving through, and it's all like the real actual footage and shit. And regardless of what you want to think about fucking, what's his name? Fuck. I know his name, but I can't.
Is that Chris Kyle?
Yes. Yeah. Right. But then who's the other guy from Lone Survivor? Marcus Luttrell? Yeah, Marcus Luttrell or whatever. I always get the fucking two confused because they're both, it's like the same story but different. But yeah, Chris Kyle, fucking it gets me every time, dude. I don't know what it is. It's just the idea of like American people actually acting like Americans maybe for once and having some kind of like fucking semblance and reasoning of like, hey, like we're in this shit together. But like at the same time, all of those wars being fought over there are for bullshit.
Yep.
So, an oil or fucking dick measuring contests or fucking whatever, like just to create more military industrial complex bullshit where they can get more funding. Because if you don't spend all the funding you got this year, then you're not getting more next year. So we got to overspend so then we can make the budget bigger. So it's always something, dude. The whole fucking weapons of war, my ass. Weapons of nuclear destruction, my ass, dude. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's all been predicated on lies from the beginning, dude. And people just go along with it. Resource and banking wars. That's what's going on now, man. They're going to cut off the food. They're fucking, I saw some shit on Twitter earlier, the fucking certain shit with a certain stamp that fucking, that's the Bill Gates fucking shit. And they're poisoning the fuck out of it, probs. And to stay away from that. But this is exactly happening just like the movies, dude. Where like we're watching, me and the AutoZone girls are watching the fucking, it's called Zoo.
Yeah.
And it's like the animals like are taking over. Like they finally realize that they're apex preds and they don't have to fear humans. And so like they're fucking all over the world. The fucking animals are taking over. And it's like a real
people getting run through by bucks and shit.
And fucking lions and shit on safaris and all that. Fucking bats are flying into planes to fucking crash them and shit. And like they're like aware though too. Like they're conscientious. Like they understand. Like
I don't feel like that's quite the smartest plan for the bats.
Either way, dude. They're kamikaze bats,
airlines.
Whatever.
Dude.
There's a bunch of those little fuckers. They don't care.
That's true. That is true. There's a shit ton of fucking bats.
Shout out to the Aussie dude. Bark at the moon. Ahoo! GMO food is safe though, right? So that's the thing, dude. Like so many.
All of your food is GMO, whether you think so or not.
Well,
that's what the label tells you.
Yes and no. If you bought it from a store, probs, but if you're growing it yourself, if you're homesteading, if you're fucking whatever, you know. So, and that's why, and it's not a feasible thing for everybody. But if it's feasible for you to do that and be as self-sustaining as possible and grow your own food and raise your own food and harvest your own food and hunt for your own food and gather for your own food and provide your own electricity and fucking power and fuel and fucking whatever, like that is so immensely valuable that because that gives you true freedom. You depend on nobody but yourself. That's what it's all about, dude. But they got everybody on the system. They got everybody on the grid. They got everybody in the fucking little apartments in the city and fucking squished like a little fucking cubicle. And everybody's just normalized to it, dude. Because they're so dependent on all these other things in place to work. And the problem is with anything set up by the fucking government, it's set up to fail. So there's inevitably going to be multiple times and scenarios where shit does not work the way that it's intended to, which means it's working exactly the way that it's actually intended to. And then you're shit out of luck. And what are you going to do? Because you got fucking no space in your apartment to keep extra beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. You probably live in a city where it's illegal to even fucking own a gun, but oh, well, it's close to work, so it's more convenient. Whatever bullshit that they got you believing. It's all a culmination of it all. And how some people don't see it is beyond me, but the time is nigh, folks. We're living it. So wake the fuck up, please. Please. It's only because I care, dude. Some people aren't even checking their chicken heads, bro. That's what I'm saying, dude. I gotta piss. Yeah, I'm about to go check my chicken head, dude. Damn, bro. If you slow that down, it says big cock. That's what it said. When the chicken says that, dude, but really, isn't it a cock though? Or do all chickens say?
Why is it got to be lying to the people like that? That's a real question. It was actually until WMD precursors being transported through Iraq. The WMDs found were from when the U.S. backed Iraq. This story was released by the Times and buried in 2009 just after inauguration. Of course, fucking everything gets buried. Nobody wants to fucking. They don't want to tell you the truth. Who the fuck knows? Chop that chicken head with the snake hook. Yeah, bro. Broccoli is technically GMO derived from the mustard plant through natural selection to create bigger flowers. GMO are really a problem when they are plants created to be resistant to pesticides. Well, that's what I'm saying is like everything damn near that we eat is GMO as far as, you know, corn was originally just a fucking small piece of grass with seeds until we developed it further and further through genetic modifications, through line breeding of the plants themselves to create an actual fucking ear of corn that's fucking this big. You know, it's fucking tomatoes were never supposed to be as big as they are. Fucking apples and shit. Everything's supposed to be smaller. The chickens, you know, now we have chickens that are fucking grown to be 20-something pounds. You know, I don't even know where the fuck chickens are originally from. Where the fuck are chickens originally found? Where can you find wild chickens? Somebody tell me that information, please. But like turkeys, we got turkeys, wild turkeys all over the U.S., right? Where the fuck did chickens originate? Can somebody tell me that, please? Where are there still wild chickens? Wherever were there wild chickens? Because like there's wild, bovids, wild cows and bulls and such out there. You got bison and buffalo and shit, and like then you have pigs. You have wild hogs all over the place. You know where those originated. Where the fuck do chickens come from?
The egg, bruh.
No, but where in the wild did we get chickens from? Where the fuck were they?
Dinosaurs,
where can you
bro.
find wild chickens?
Is this an episode of Pokemon?
Where are they, bro?
Gotta catch
I ain't never seen no wild chickens.
It's just you and me.
And you can have places like fucking in Hawaii and shit.
Pokemon.
They got chickens just running around everywhere. But like,
you're a fucking
it's
chicken.
not wild chickens that were brought there. So
dude, I'll tell you where the fuck all the wild chickens are, my dude. Hawaii. There's all types of cocks running around. They're island birds, dude. I'm an island bird.
They were brought there still.
By who?
They were not originally in Hawaii.
Chickens or Chinese, perhaps.
I don't know. That's what
Chinese chicken?
Like, I don't know, man.
They say about the Chinese chickens, dude.
Ozzy's saying Asia. Constitutional Carp saying China. Oh,
look up Taylor Shaw's business and
pheasants.
who volunteers to fix it. What? Is that the lizard bitch on the plane? Madagascar. Colonel Sanders definitely made the first chicken, dude. That's a verifiable fact, I think.
It does.
Broccoli is technically GMO derived from the mustard plant through natural selection to create bigger flowers. GMO are really a problem when they are plants created to be resistant to pesticides. I've been drinking, bitch. Give me a...
As have I.
Right? Yeah, fucking queering off ice, bro.
With just as much vodka as you got
lying.
in that bitch.
You lying
and
in a mug.
The mixer has alcohol.
And I got bad eyes,
fuck
bro.
yourself.
There's no alcohol in them fucking queer
Yes,
offs.
there
Get
is.
out of here.
Yes, sir.
That's like a fucking melted popsicle.
Red Jungle.
Shout out to the
Fowl
Wind
from
Model
Southeast
88 Guns
Asia.
and Outdoors, dude. Make sure you motherfuckers go follow and subscribe and check them out everywhere. Red Jungle Fowl from Southeast Asia. What's up, everyone? So that's what I was saying, dude. It's the Chinese chicken. There's a song about it. About the Chinese chicken.
I don't know. Never heard about it.
You never heard the fucking type this in real quick. Chinese chicken song on YouTube, dude. In a separate tab. I kind of want to hear Chinese chicken. Dude. Yeah, bro. The Chinese chicken song, dude. Can they hear this
on the Shootingthepooppodcast? Podcast? No. They should.
I don't know if this is it.
It's the Chinese chicken song. According to YouTube. Constitutional Carp says bare naked ladies. So that's definitely what we're watching on YouTube right now.
This is not the Chinese chicken song, dude. I don't know what the fuck that was, my dude. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? About the Chinese chicken. Dude. The bare naked ladies, dude. Bare naked ladies, dude. I knew it was somebody. Yes, this is it. This is the Chinese chicken song I was talking about, dude. No, this is the Chinese, yeah. China's the home for those cast out of the wall in Antarctica that seek to conquer the lesser world, dude. Checks out. Just bars, dude. The bare naked ladies. The constitutional carp was on it, dude. Yeah. Because this is it. We haven't gotten to the part yet, but this is it. And it's like such a small part. It's not even like the hook. It's not even the whole song. Like they small, shortly, in a little bit of time reference to Chinese chicken. But he knew, dude. That's impressive. I can't believe that I didn't know who it was. I've listened to this song I don't know how many times. They should tell you exactly where the Chinese chicken part is, though.
They might. They don't.
They probably don't, but they should, is what I'm saying. Because that's what the whole song title is called.
Well, song title is 1 week.
That's the Chinese chicken, dude. So off the Bare Naked Ladies track alone, 1 week. That's proof that chickens come from China.
Apparently.
That's what I'm basing my entire opinion off of. Okay. And I think it's a valid option, to tell you the truth. Personally. It's the song that's playing when Jim is originally trying to bang Nadia, isn't it? Or no? I don't know what you're talking about.
Nor do I.
They randomly played the Macy's Day Parade a few years ago. Shannon Elizabeth Bobs defended me. What? Deafened me? The Bobs, dude? How do Bobs deafen you, bro? Yeah, I'm going with chickens are from China, dude.
Sounds good enough to me.
Right?
So the thing is like, it could have also just like... in the Southeast Asian red jungle fowl.
Exactly what I said.
First domesticated in India.
Hey, how are you? It's the wrong ones, isn't it? Her huge fake 90 titties, he says. Who are we talking? I don't even know who the fuck was Shannon Elizabeth, dude. I have no idea who Shannon Elizabeth is. I know Farrah Fawcett from the 90s.
Chicken.
That is a weird. It almost looks like an owl.
Yeah.
With like short dreadlocks, dude. He's running up on the block, dude. He's bringing down the property values, is what it looks like, dude. That one right there. He's all fucking disheveled and shit. Old nappy boy. But yeah, Chinese chickens, dude. Quite literally, dude. So they were right the whole time. This is kind of just like how the Red Hot Chili Peppers said it best. Is fucking the moon landing was filmed in a Hollywood basement.
Yeah.
But space, then how so is space the final frontier, dude? You know what I'm saying?
It has yet to be touched.
Right. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's the fucking...
So it is still the final frontier.
But it doesn't exist, though. So how could it put an end to anything, dude? If it just simply doesn't exist, at least in the way that we're told.
If you do subscribe to the concept of space, right? There is no final frontier then. Because space is ever expanding. And we have yet to reach the end because, according to what is being said, it is ever expanding. It is never ending.
How would they know if they've never been there, though? That's just what gets me. Because this is the other thing, too, is like, even if space exists in the way that they claim, without all the sus shit that tells you that they're bullshitting about something, they've never been, if there is no end, they've never been to it, but there still might be an end farther away than they could get to, so how would they know? Is all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. It's a viable question, dude. I just want to know how they think they know these things that they clearly don't know.
So apparently they're talking about American Pie, the movie. And Nadia is Shannon Elizabeth, who played Nadia in American Pie.
I have no idea.
The exchange student.
I've seen the movie I don't know how many times.
For once,
not ringing a bell.
I remember something about a movie and you don't.
I don't know what she looks like. Sorry, I don't know what the bitch looks like, dude. It's fucking... It's source wall. He's gonna IMFDB it, dude. Okay. Makes sense. Where was she supposed to be from? She's a 90. This wasn't in the 90s, though. Fucking American Pie was filmed in the 90s, bro. There's no way. GoldenEye was filmed in the fucking 90s, bro. I don't think American Pie was filmed in the 90s. Like an early 2000s film.
This is 1999.
What? Well, early 2000s. That's about as early of a 2000 as you can get. 99. Win Model 88, Guns and Outdoors. He's got it right there. Her tots were 90s, man. What does that even mean, dude? What are 90s tots, dude? And how are they?
Fake ass titties. They were made in the 90s.
I feel like, if anything, they're more likely to be real titties back then. Although I guess bitch has been getting fake titties since the beginning of fake titties, but
yeah.
I just feel like it's probably more prevalent in today's day and age because it's probably even covered by your fuck ass insurance these days.
And if you're a tranny, you know, it's
right. That's what I'm saying.
For your mental health.
What kind of their fucking mental health. Yeah, they need some fucking mental health. The motherfuckers are mentally out of shape, my dude. Yeah. Speaking of which, this thing has been up the whole time. Did you ever, off topic, but did you ever
8 hours.
Okay, so I was right. Yes. Which still, from the hours of needing it to the hours where you can get by without it because the sun's coming up, probably roughly 8 hours. Yeah. Probably good enough.
Let's say you want to turn it on about 9:30, 10 o'clock, you know,
right.
And you shut it off at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Right.
There's your 8 hours.
Right. So realistically, and the shit that the government is working on, the digital shit with the thermal infusion and the overlays and the fucking whatever, because it being digital means it is a computer, which means you can have whatever fuck ass programs, quite literally to the point where it's like Call of Duty and you have a green name tape above your head with your rank and file and whatever the fuck. And you know on the battlefield looking through that shit that's one of us, that's not one of us, dude. Yep. And like that legitimately, like it sounds crazy. Yeah, and we've been playing Call of Duty. We've been playing Call of Duty since the beginning of Call of Duty. Yep. And it's always been like that. But like that really is. They probably had the technology at the time, which is where they got the idea.
It's all name tags then?
No.
Well, they have to if we're using Nightfish.
Right. Right, but only the digital kind. They don't have any psionics on it.
It's more realistic. You know,
they should have some psionics on there, though.
They should.
They definitely should. But yeah, the fucking, I don't know, dude. It's crazy because like the idea that it's impervious, because now with the fucking PVS 14, dude, because I have one that's already burnt. Yeah. And I know what can happen. Yep. And so now I'm like way overly cautious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like probably
it only comes out at night now.
I mean, it's always
you don't unpackage it until all the lights are off in the house, everybody else is asleep, then you open it.
You're not supposed to store it with the battery in there, dude. And if you're trying to heal a blem, you could black box it, which means you put it in complete darkness in a box somewhere, in like a dark closet, and just let it run, and it just sucks in the darkness, which then somehow alleviates the blems from the lightness, dude. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts in that regard. It's a bunch of nobodies crawling around in there. You've never played Kingdom Hearts, my dude?
But also...
What?
We've been over this before.
Oh my god, though, dude! Shout out Joey the Cat. But the fucking
like once or twice.
I can't believe it's one of the best games ever made for the PlayStation 2. Or maybe it was PlayStation 3 at that time. I don't know. Either way, what?
Kingdom Hearts started with like fucking PlayStation 1. Dude.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Look it up. It was PlayStation 2. Fuck you. I had the first one on PlayStation 2, dude.
Might have had it on PlayStation 2. I'm pretty sure they also had it for fucking PlayStation 1.
Inflatable furniture was a thing in the late 90s, early 2000s. Yes. And everything, I had some inflatable fern, and everything see-through and like neon colors. I still love that shit, bro. I'm a sucker for see-through clear polymer magazines where I could see the bullets inside. I'm a sucker for like my Game Boy Color was the purple clear see-through fucking, you could see all the electronics and the circuitry and all that shit. It was cool as fuck. Like the fact that it's not a mainstream thing still to this day, they're lacking the drip, bro. The absolute coolest thing ever was to be able to have a phone or a Game Boy or whatever where you could just see through it and see all the mechanical or electronical devices working inside of it. Like that was the coolest shit to me, dude.
You're right.
And it still is. I know I'm right. I'm always right. Except the times I was wrong, but I had a 50-50 shot. You know what I'm saying? Which is good enough odds for me.
Yeah.
But indeed, Constitutional Carp says indubitably. What happened to the PVS there? Where? Combat information systems are already going that way right now. How are you doing there? Inflatable. Her tots were 90s, mate. I still don't know what that means, but either way, I guess a classic never dies. Who knows? What happened to the PVS there? Where? The one that got burnt out?
It's burnt.
So I bought it already burnt for $700 hairs. It was a bring back. And there's like this much in the bottom right-hand corner that you could actually properly see through, because that bitch, I don't know what the fuck they did. They went to a rave with that thing on the whole time. No caps or nothing, not even the pinhole. and it was burnt to shit. Like there's little blotches and shit, but you cannot do like there's only like I gotta hold my head like this to look through the shit and it's usable for having nothing else.
Yeah.
In that regard. And I spent $700 on it years ago. It can't be warranted. I could fix it myself.
Why can't it be warranted?
Shut your whore mouth. This is not domestic tourist advice, dude. We're just trying to
This is not militant advice.
No, it's not. But we are your most favorite MVEs, dude. Most valuable employers.
Yeah.
Because we're employing them right now with something to do with their free time. We don't pay well or at all, but like it's more of like an internship.
I don't get paid.
Well, maybe if you had a little bit better work ethic, dude, something. I mean, listen, I'm just saying, dude, I've been trying. I've given you every opportunity, and you just let me down, dude. Time and time again, time after time. You know. So you just need a reliably good tube and anti-static pad to fix it. So I also have tuned into the S2 Underground channel, but or is it S1? S1, S2, I always forget. But listen, I could just replace the tubes completely, but for one reason or another, it's not like readily accessible. But and I bought it a while ago and whatever, and like for $700, that's like the price of an MOS Glock. I mean, I pay a little bit less working there and shit, but like to a normal person, I was like, fuck yeah, even just to fuck around with. And knowing too that I could replace the tubes and rebuild it and whatever, and at least I have the housing and the fucking mounting apparatus and this, that, and the third. But the origin of where it come from is pretty cool too. Just, it's different. Like it could have been, who knows. But the fucking, me and like technological devices just are not like bros, No. Like I get along with them well enough. I'm dangerous enough with these mother grabbers to fucking post a YouTube video and shit. Share a little fucking pic on the Instagrams, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking hot take on the twits. I'm there for it.
Play a little bit of Tarkov.
But like anything, stream it even.
Yeah.
But anything in between, I'm like, yeah. So like thank God for that Google Driver fucking whatever, because I had but for real, it should not be fucking up like that, dude. That shit was weird as fuck. You said it was doing it for you too a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it's happened a couple times here and there. But
S2 Underground is definitely good, dude. Definitely good. But this is the thing though, dude, is like I know I could do it. I know that I'm capable of doing it, but it's like the idea that like if I fuck it up, chances are with my luck, I'm going to fuck it up beyond repair. So I'd rather fucking be able to see just a little bit than nothing at all. And really it's more at this point, especially since I got the new one and I got the Sonics and I got the ATN thermals and the digital night vision and all that shit. Like it's really just a novelty almost at this point.
I told you I'd fix it for you.
Yeah, I bet. The motherfucker be walking around with his own shit then.
It would work.
But yeah. How much are even tubes though, dude? How much is a tube to replace? Like if I needed a full whole ass photocath, right? So that's what I'm saying. For fucking another $800, I could get a whole brand new one.
Yeah.
So like the AGM that I just bought is 2023 produced, and it's a Gen 2 Plus, which means that it's basically Gen 2 Plus supposedly does not really exist because there is Gen 2 and there's Gen 3. Gen 2 Plus is mostly a marketing thing, but at the same time, what it means is that it's modernly produced with the most modern technology in the Gen 2 series. It's got everything a Gen 3 does and zero blemishes from the factory, or at least very, very minimal blemishes from the factory. My tube is a grade 1, which means it's the cleanest and I can't see an imperfection through it. That being said, I don't have a bunch of hours behind it, but it's green phos, not white. I prefer the green just because it's traditional and it's cool. But yeah, it doesn't have auto gating is basically what it means. So, but yeah, to get an entire new tube, I mean, for $1,200, you can get an AGM Wolf 14 entire monocular Gen 2, Gen 2 Plus. That's what I'm saying. $1,800, bro. I could just buy a brand new whole everything, dude. Which is why I'd rather just leave it at this point. And that's off the night vision deeps, dude. Is that white phos, dude? Because I'm fine with the green phos. The white phos is not like... And I can even get white phos filts for my green phos tube. But, like, I could give a fuck less about the white phos, dude. Because supposedly, naturally, our eyes see more shades of green to begin with. And, I don't know, dude. Like, the white and black versus the fucking... You know, it's one thing on the thermal when, like, the white is hot or black is hot, depending on your setting, and, like, you know what it is. But, like, I do feel like the green, depending, like, does give you a little bit. I don't know. I have no idea. Everybody seems to like the white phos shit, but I think it's mainly because it's the latest and greatest, or at least just latest, and everybody's like, oh, you got to have white phos, even though it's like, it really doesn't matter. And in some ways, the green is probably better. I don't know. I don't even care. Every video game or movie I've ever seen in my life, they had green phos. And so when I fucking flip them bitches down and I'm looking through it and you get the little fucking splashback on the green on my eyeball, that's what I'm looking for, dude.
You can order it off of Alibaba.
Alibaba, dude.
Alibaba,
First, the same amount of doll hairs, dude? Yeah. What the fuck do they think they're doing on Alibab's charging that? But there should not be a single fuck ass thing on Alibaba that cost this amount of months.
Even more money to get it from the Alibab's, dude. Gen 2 Plus $800 to $1,400.
Still, dude. Still, bro. Sweating and not fishing down here. So such thing is not much. S2 underground is good. The lack of burnout is why ATN digital night vision is a good option. 100%, dude. Any type of digital night vision, the Psionics Aurora, the Psionics Opsin. I have a digital day night vision scope from ATN. It's awesome. And it's got the one-shot zero fucking capability built into it because, again, it's a fucking computer. It's a digital device, so you could have shit like that worked into it, built into it for basically free, which is super awesome. Super duper fucking awesome. If you want the full tube, that will cost more. So I could use the housing probably. It's a regular PVS. Oh, look at that X-Fill, bro, or at least that fake ass X-Fill. I don't know. But can we see because I need a real. Don't fucking look at me fucking touching your fucking arm like I'm fucking. Well,
I can hear you, motherfucker. I can understand that you're talking.
Hello.
Yes.
How can we find another surplus rhino mount for 70 doll hairs real quick? Because I need a real rhino if I'm gonna mount stay tuned. Got a video coming out about it. But you'll never guess at the Amazon airsoft rhino mount failed, bro. You'll never guess, dude. But videos coming out on that soon. There's no way. That motherfucker, if that's real, that's salty than a bitch.
But it's $30 on the eBays.
Wait, go back to the description, though? Because I'll spray paint that bitch.
They don't have a description.
I wouldn't either with a product looking like that. Why would you go non-auto gate? Well, for one, it has an automatic shutoff if the light is too bright. And one could argue if the light is too bright to where the nod itself is shutting itself off to save itself from burning out, that like it's bright enough to where I could use my normal eyes to see shit. Or at least it's bright enough to where other people are going to see me, so I have no element of surprise. Therefore, I might as well just go white light anyway. It's manually gain controlled, so I can adjust it on the fly specifically to what I want, as opposed to it doing it on its own, which if it did it on its own and we leave it all up to the devices, shout out to Skynet, maybe they don't always pick the right choices. I don't know. Of course, the Gen 3 shit, everybody will unanimously say is better. Of course, it's more expensive. And to get a Gen 3 tube, green phos or white phos, or regardless, the white phos is a little bit more. But even just to get a Gen 3 green phos tube, you're looking at like $4,000 when I could get, for that money, a Team Wendy SL which is the lightweight, 1 point. Fucking Shady sitting in the corner, fucking mean mugging Grumpy Cat.
Yeah.
Brought in this Team Wendy SL.
Yeah.
Ballistic 3A. Yeah. It's like not much heavier than my Hardhead Veterans bump. It's heavier, but not by much.
Yeah.
And it's got the Wilcox mount and fucking this, that, and the third and whatever. Their arc rails are a little proprietary. They got the pick rail up front, so you don't even have to worry about making an attachment like with the M-Lock shit, whatever. Yeah. But then they got their own proprietary shit behind that. But it's pretty sick, dude. But it's like a $1,600 plus helmet, which fine, because you're mounting a $2,000 plus thing to it with a however many dollar mount on it. Yeah. Because if you're running an actual Wilcox, the Wilcox is like $400 plus just for the mount. The Rhinos are fine, especially if you're just running a J-arm. Yeah, but USGI Neurotos Rhino bayonet MVG mount, surplus grade. What does that mean, dude? And from where? What website?
It's from FullMetalJacket.com.
But for 40 doll hairs, what are the stipulations? Does it give you any bit more? Because like, if that, it might be a Rhino mount, but if that motherfucker has no tension left in it, and it's just
the main contract when it comes to unit war night vision mounting for U.S. military ground forces. The Rhino mount has seen a few variations over the years, and that's because these mounts have scuffs, scratches, and dings. However, we ensure that each mount that leaves the store will be the best conditioned ones we have. There may be a little bit of dirt or a scratch. These will all be in good working order. NSN numbers and all.
I.S.R.A restricted.
Yeah.
I need the dog pool to float in. I just finished my G&T a minute ago, dude. My sister-in-law says they had flash flooding around there. What are we talking about? Carpenter, that is definitely the truth, but I should be doing other shit sometimes, I guess. I feel you. I probably should have been doing more important stuff in my free time than drinking gin and tonics and inflatable pool this summer. Nice, dude, living your life. Why would you go non-autogate? I was referencing that. It's not that I wouldn't like to have an auto-gated system. It's just that for the money that I'm saving by not having it, and also with everything else that, again, if it's going to fry the tubes to where it's going to automatically shut off because it realizes and recognizes that it's too bright, then it's bright enough to not need night vision, I would argue, right? You would think? Within reason? Because even if it's not bright enough to necessarily not need night vision, it's probably bright enough to where you could see a fucking figure moving through the darkness, through the trees, or so you might as well. Yeah. If they know you're there, you're there. Yep. Fucking tell them you're there. So it's all dependent, but I don't know, dude. I feel like, not that I wouldn't like to have Gen 3, but at the same time, y'all still ain't got Gen 4. You could have the best Gen 3 shit, and you still ain't got the best shit. And that's how technology works, dude. Because you will never have the best shit, because it is controlled by the government, and they're never going to release it to the public until they got better shit. Yep. So, to me...
It makes you feel better. This one's $90 for a used fucking shit.
What do you mean it's $90?
It's from a different place. They're selling it for $90.
What's the name of the place, dude?
Venture Surplus.
See, I've heard of that before. What was the other one?
The other one I forget.
You still got it up?
No, I've dropped it, but it was FullMetalJacket.com.
So, but what's the diff, though, dude? Why is it twice the price or more?
Because you've heard of them.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. So, but this is the thing. If I pay, I don't mind. And I'm not trying to be a cheapo depot, because I sure the fuck do not want my PVS 14 to fall off my face. But
I think that's Psionics.
Well, it didn't fall off.
No,
my
it's
face,
not off your face.
Well, and
fell off an ATV.
Well, that was AutoZone
with
girl's
the helmet.
Fault. And I told her to I was like, listen, babe, I love you. But
she was legitimately, nobody was anywhere near it, though.
I know,
it was
still,
just sitting there rested.
It was in her possession.
It just randomly. But nobody touched it for 5 minutes, and it just fell on the ground. Nobody touched it or the ATV.
If she would have just kept it on her head, it would have been fine.
That's true. It's probably hurting her neck.
She don't listen to nobody. It was the ballist. But the fucking, and she's got a way smaller head than I do.
Yeah.
But she's got to cant the thing over here just to see out of it.
So do I.
Well, it's I don't know how, because you got a bigger head than I do.
Dude.
But yeah, I'm Gabriel. We had a ton of rain here lately. Heaviest was west and south of us, but we got plenty here. The auto gate will save your tube when your mom turns on the basement light. Well, that's the thing, dude. It's got the automatic shutoff when it realizes that the light is too bright. So, like, while I won't be able to still see through the tube, I will still have a perfectly good tube. And again, my argument would be that if it's bright enough to where the tube is going to shut itself off because there's too much light, I can see with my natural eyes, so I don't need the tube. And one could argue that seeing through your natural eyes is always going to be better than seeing through the tube if you have the lighting conditions to see with your natural eyes, because now you're not looking through something. There's no weird magnification or bloom. There's not a weird eyepiece. You're looking through one thing, and then you got your exposed eye on the other. But I really do truly believe that the mono is the superior setup as opposed to the binos, and it's not just poor boy talk. It's legitimately like you can at least read the lighting conditions that are going on around you. I don't know. So how much is this is what I want to know is how much is a brand new real Neurotos fucking Rhino mount?
$150.
$150.
Venture surplus.
For a new one?
Yeah.
So condition. Choose an option.
You have defective, new, or used.
So defective is $35, I assume.
Yeah.
But what does that mean, dude?
It means it don't work.
Then why would you buy it for any amount of doll hairs?
For fucking LARPing in the woods when you don't have the money for the nods either.
But still, so does it give you a description? What does it say under the defective description, dude? Because I really want to know, dude.
It means this Rhino mount will have moderate to heavy wear, which includes dings and scratches may rattle and be difficult to adjust. The automatic shutoff may not work. Locking lug may be broken. Mount is not functional and is in need of repair. Not working for parts means that there's a functional issue with the mount and parts may be broken or missing, but it can still be salvaged and used to fix other Rhino mounts.
Okay, so it's a parts kit.
Yeah.
So what's the next option?
Next option was used at $89.99 or something.
Which is cheaper than the other one?
Used means that these mounts have obvious wear from use but are fully functional and guaranteed to work correctly. This is a standard rugged Rhino mount previously used by the U.S. military.
Okay. I could always spray paint that bitch.
And you have new, which is new and unissued.
I mean, $150. I've seen them as high as $250 plus.
Yeah.
So, and there's a couple different companies, I think, that make NSN numbered Rhino mounts other than Neurotos.
Yeah.
But still, what was the other one? That was like the USGI shit?
We got these ones for $39.99.
Which says what?
It says it's used but functional. They guarantee that everything will work.
So, but how is it used but functional? Because for $39.99, I feel like they're robbing me the extra couple bucks on it.
Scuffs, scratches, and dings. So we ensure that each mount that leaves the store will be the best condition ones we have. There may be a little bit of dirt or a scratch. These will all be in good working order.
So they say. Until you get that bitch and fucking it's like a flaccid penis, dude. It just droops. And you can't fucking adjust your interpupillary distance properly, bro. You know that's an important thing, dude. Magic alien space tubes sounds like excuses to be poor. Think Bowtech has them too. Not sure if it was a better deal. Bowtech has what? The Rhino mounts? Maybe they got them on clear. The AutoGate will save your tube and your mount. Listen, dude, my tubes are safe, dude. When I fucking wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going down to make some chicken nuggets, dude, or some fucking Totinos or Tostinos, because that's what it is before the fucking Goldango. What's the name? What do they call it? The Mandela effect. It's Tostinos, dude. They got rid of the S for some reason, but it's Tostinos, bro. You can't tell me fucking shit else than that. It's Tostinos, dude. Fuck you, is what I'm saying. 360 doll hairs. Is that a 2-pack?
For a 2-pack.
Okay, but still, they're used.
Please trade.
Right. Which they probably didn't get much use, so but still.
It's $180 a piece.
Yeah, the other ones were $150 for a brand new one, supposedly, and these ones are used. Probably not used much, but still. Bowtech do be having the deals, though, dude.
They're telling me that they got some deals here. What kind of deals they got?
What kind of deals they
got?
Elegant
Tools, 36-inch nickel finish, fucking pry bar shit. Shield Arms Gen 3 S.T.P.P.
I don't trust them. They're already on Gen 3, dude. They've been out for like 2 years, dude. Give me a break.
ZT0006 fixed blade knife, G10 green handle, 6-inch plain edge. They tell me the deals. They don't show me prices
right
on any of this yet.
They expect you.
Macul deck a hard case with grid organizer.
Don't buy Agalite shit. It's not IR
$1 shipping. Surefire Scout Pro gun lights.
Those are nice with the fucking turbo articulating mounts. I have one of those on the Vamp. Is that a shank?
Shank. Amend 2 pen with full length G10 core. 2-pack. MP22 Magnum pistols. Shield arms starter kit.
410 defensive. That's for your Taurus Judge. Go bang modern.
10mm. Hornet critical dude.
That's just the lays.
Yeah, just
is that even IR though? Because if you do run that, no, it's not. But if you do run that with like some type of IR illuminator, you can actually get it a little bit cheaper than
for an HK sends you your MP7.
Right. Well, there's the CMMG Banshee or whatever that's chambered in 4.6. Kevin's got one. It's actually pretty cool. But that's the only other thing, basically, I think, that's chambered in 4.6 millimeter. And the 5.7, though, is a better cartridge, both in handgun and rifle configuration or subgun configuration. It just is, and that's why I won the contracts over it. But they also did
DeWalt impact driver sets from Bowtac, apparently.
It's not bad. You might need it, dude, on the job edge.
Mapper Light RDS Pro, red dot reflex sight, and magnifier. Next utility knife.
You just don't know. The Stanley, dude. It looks like a little squid, dude. The Surefire 3-prong, dude.
Yeah, dude. Kershaw. They told me there was 5 new deals. I've seen a lot more than 5 deals.
That's how they get you, bro. And they don't give you the pricing because of the stretch, dude.
Never heard of that.
It's not even that long.
No.
But yeah, dude.
There's fucking screwdriver with conduit reamer.
A cordless screwdriver. Sick.
You drive some screws.
You just have to sometimes.
It's very high definition electronic earplugs. Otto. It's some electronic earplugs, dude. So how can I put it? Yoshi 9mm. Just simply doesn't exist. Bunch of bullshit. S.P.P. MP5 3-position retractable butt stop. Heckler and Koch. Heckler and Cack.
For the MP5, dude.
MP5 3-position retractable butt stop.
Order me one. How much is it? Click on it. See how many doll hairs it is. Holy fuck! That costs more than a Glock, my dude. You put a Glock as your stock, dude. Is basically what happens. Just for no reason. 0 reason at all.
Send it.
0, completely no reason for that to be the price that it is.
Still need it,
other than the fact that it says H and K on the side of it. But I'm down with it.
Oh, man, you still need it, though. Like that.
I think Bowtac has them too, not sure. The Judge seemed cool until it ruined 410 availability in this country.
Police, dude.
Dude, listen, the Spyderco Police
is not, still made those.
Fuck the police. First of all, I would not buy the stainless version that gives you 0 traction on the scales. Yeah. I would definitely buy the G10 version. But like, it is a good full-size fighting folder. But that being said, again, I'm probably more apt to trust the Triad lock for a folder or like a frame lock from a Strider or a Hinderer or a Sabenza or whatever the fuck. That's a cigarette. No, go back to the green shit. Fuck you. That's night sight green, bro. That's tritium green, dude. That's icy as fuck. Wait, it's how many capac?
30.
10 round, dude.
30 round body, 10 round capac.
That's fucked. Why are you false adding, dude? What the fuck?
But they're showing it loaded with 30. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Because I'd buy that shit like a dumbass. Fucking, this is a cool ass color. This is one of my favorite colors, dude. Let me get like 10 of these bitches. And then all of a sudden they got 10 rounds in that mug. Like I'm some kind of fucking cuck, dude. I don't think so.
Impeccable quality, dude.
Listen, the Tenace, dude, is a solid knife made in China.
It looks like full.
I don't care what nobody says.
Dude. Full serrate Tenace. The salt, dude.
What salts, dude? I got some salt right here, dude.
Salt, dude, right there, dude.
Right here, dude.
Dude, looks like with the same shit, only this one's yellow.
Nah, this one's way better looking.
CCI shot shell 45.
Dude, I don't have the 40. I got all the cals, but I don't have 45 shot shells yet, dude. I would love to have. I collect them all because like it's just cool to be. They're utterly useless unless you are shooting like mice or snakes or something with it. Yeah. But like, they're just cool to have.
They got so many deals, bro. I thought there was only 5.
Right. They do be having deals though for no reason.
Extension kits. Need a lunch cooler. Now only $19.98.
$19.98. Can I put my helmet in that, dude? Oh, we're back to the beginning. Oh no, is that a Unity riser?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I do like this little fucker, dude. I'm glad I didn't permanently lose this bitch.
What's the fucking Gerber Bala Machete, dude? Have you seen those motherfuckers?
No. No, I have not.
It's the Bala Machete, dude.
That doesn't sound safe in any way, shape, or form in the least. And for $100 hairs, and also the fact that it's made by Gerb.
Since people have gotten them, right? Like, they come and they have preset locks in, like, multiple positions along the rotation of the handles, right? So it can't actually be flipped. But those locks can and have been removed. And they're just dumbasses fucking spinning some Bella songs with a 12-inch Gerber blade on the motherfucker. It's insane. The Q Erector, dude. 22 suppress.
Wait, what?
The Q Vect.
Let's see if they send it.
Tell them I got the fucking. You're gonna fill, dude.
I am, dude. Fuck you guys, dude. It's for T&E purposes.
What the fuck is this?
That's some weird shit. I'm
Colt OEM SCW subcompact weapon folding stock assembly kit.
No, fuck that shit. I don't care what they say.
What the fuck? I just love the
fucking kit they show you. $1,000, dude, for some shit that's probably gonna break in multiple points.
Yeah.
What do people do with their? Why do people think they just take their lives like for? Oh, is that a bird? No, it's a spider called the matriarch or whatever. What is that?
GS civilian folding knife. Similar to the fucking matriarch.
Right, with the talon. Fucking little. Yeah. It looks like your snork, dude. It's like, hey. Hey. Shout out to the AutoZone girl, dude. It's hilarious, dude. She said that when you're like 2 cars behind us, and she's like, the only thing I could see is the snork poking out. It looks like, hey, like it's saying what's up. And I was dying, bro. I almost crashed the fucking truck because I was dying. Talk about because once you look at it, once you hear that, and then you look at it, talk about some hey.
I know. I hate my fucking truck now. I want to burn it to the fucking ground.
Hey. Old dick in the booty hole ass boy. Old light in the loafer ass, fucking extra smoot in the fruity ass, fucking.
Like I saw this fucking meme yesterday, but it said like, if you don't park your car and look back at it as you're walking away, you don't drive the right car, right?
I always look back at it.
I do as well with the Colorado, but now every time I do, I just say, hey.
It's just waving goodbye, dude.
Why?
To your man card.
Oh, man. It's like fucking
just obliterated.
I gotta get the different fucking cover for it, dude. That's what I need to do now.
Listen, I'll get a snork, dude. But mine's gonna be like
oh man.
It'll have less intake. But yeah, $600, dude, for an MP5 stock. It's like it's cool. But like,
there you go. Fucking venture surplus. You got your shit.
For $150 new, supposedly.
$150 new, or used for $90.
See, but that's the thing though. Used, and then you get one that's dented and scratched, and fucking the finish is worn off, and it doesn't have the same tension. For $60 more, dude, I'll buy the new one, dude. And this is the thing though, dude. He gets 2 of them. They're like doing the fucking Egyptian thing or whatever. But but like, there's no like. You're distracting me now with the truck parts.
Stop looking.
I'm sorry. You're mad. He's big mad because my truck, once I put the lift kit on it, is going to be fucking like 1.5 inches, 2 inches taller than his, depending on what ties I get.
It's going to be a fucking 0.5 inch.
You're out of your mind. If I fucking lift that bitch.
And even based on that, with your lift, your fucking 0.5 inch that you're going to have above me, if you keep the same fucking tires.
No, I'm not going to keep the same type of tires. I'm going to fucking get the 37s, my dude.
Yeah, you can't even fit 37s
Bullshit.
on your 3.5
Bullshit. Bullshit, I can't fit 37s.
You won't fit 37s.
35 and a half.
You're gonna be able to make 33s underneath that.
No, 35s at least.
No, 33s
Fuck
under
you.
that
35. I measured the fucking wheel well,
max. It don't matter what you measure the
Listen,
wheel
I only have to go straight, bro, because it's only full.
How much you cutting off that motherfucker?
Cutting what?
Everything.
It's got the it's got this shit on the inside. I don't want to mess it up. No, I'm telling you, bro.
You want to fit anything over 33s, you're cutting fenders.
You're out of your mind, first of all. Maybe on your fence, dude. You're subpar
I have
fence.
Larger fenders on my shit that allow me to make the 33s.
You got less fender. You don't have larger fenders, you have less fender, dude. That's what I'm saying. Look,
larger wheel
just because you're mad at your lack of fender capabilities, dude. I understand. I would be upset if I had a lack of fender capabilities as well. All I'm saying is that in the grand scheme of things, it's basically like it's going to be like a 3-inch plus lift when it's done, dude. And like, you're already not that much taller than my shit stock. So when I add
a 3-inch lift over your shit,
no, you don't. You're not even sitting that much taller, bro.
Yes, I've got 3 inches on it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because when I get the 3.5 though.
Yeah.
But really, I get even the thicker knob, so I fuck my fucking highway gas mileage, bro, just to spite you. You're going to be pissed. You're going to be pissed, dude. Because the wheel well, dude, it's been measured. 35s are a go, and I'm just going to have to take a wide turn. But listen, I'll fucking...
Wide-ass
me and
35s do not work.
I'll make them bitches work because me and AutoZone Girl will get in there and buff it out. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna recess the cylinders just like an old Smith & Wesson revolver, and it'll fit, dude. It'll fit. We'll see where the wear patterns are, and then we'll just relieve in those specific sections, so we still have the structural integrity of the entire situation. I mean, this is next level shit, bro. You have no idea. Hey. He's over here. He's like Kobe, but you see how that ended. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, dude. I didn't want to take it there. But now that it's on the tape, the old proverbial tape.
So they've got a fucking snorkel, the top end of the fucking snorkel, it's got a pre-filter built into it. And instead of having that shit poking out the front,
so first of all,
it's got a dome on it instead.
That's probably even more gay.
Nah, dude.
Listen. Don't let my girlfriend bully you into changing your truck.
Exactly. She'd be bullying.
She'd be bullying people out here.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Cherokee Indian thing. There's no other. I've never in my life heard anybody say shit like that other than Cheyenne and her. Ever.
I don't know.
Ever. When you just open a door, dude, all of a sudden you're flooded. Your basement's flooded for no reason because you pulled it open instead of pulled it open. You know what I'm saying? Like you had.
It's like you bringing up
this close
about her AutoZone Girl again. It's brought me to making fun of Cheyenne again every time she says some shit like that.
What?
And apparently her coworkers are also criticizing her for it now.
Good. Deservedly, she's not speaking the proper English language. I thought we gave you bitches blankets, dude. What the fuck do you? And you repay us with not even fucking speaking the proper language. Oh, see, you can't write it, dude. Bro. You can't write it like this, dude. They don't want you to know about the blankets, dude.
The blankets were too much.
See, this is the problem, though. Is like legitimately, it's not even. It's funny. But it's not even a joke at this point. Like it's legitimately every single time.
Yep.
They don't want you to know about the fucking blankets, dude. Just shivering and shit. Here's some smallpox by the U.S. government. Sponsored, ads approved, you know. So either way, think Botac has them too. Not sure if it was a better deal.
It's
nobody's commented since.
No, we
what
got
the
4
fuck?
people watching right
That's
now.
bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Everybody left us.
One
of us is watching. Is us. So
yeah, I'm not even watching it. I should log on and watch though, just to boost the.
We got 4 people watching. One of them is us. The other 3 are feds.
For sure.
So
for sure. Most def. I'm pretty sure I liked it already. For sure. The echo, dude. We only have 16 likes, dude. How many peeps? There are only 4 people watching, dude. Yeah. But I'm all up in the live chat right now. Like, whoa.
Tempted adverse should hit us with a not a fed. Not so sure about that. You were the only person that showed up to meet with us.
Right, dude.
There might have been a reason.
And the cult of Athena, dude.
That's true, bro.
The cult of Athena, dude. Like an entire cult. You know what happens?
Little sus.
You know, Bear Independence is a cult. You see where it leads, dude. Is all I'm saying. There's no telling where that could go. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just left up to interpretation. It's scary.
Wasn't there talk of Kentucky and such too?
Dude, there's all types of fucking who knows what's going on in the grand scheme of it all.
Sus, bro.
And I love them to death, dude. The both of them, dude. They showed up, dude.
They did.
They showed the fuck up, dude.
They did.
And like also
so
made me feel extremely uncomfortable.
Because everybody else came up and like, dude, I watch it.
I know. It's fuck. It happened again today, dude.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Fucking some kid was in there transferring a 22 LR version of a Luger made by Stogs. And we were talking about Stogs earlier. And the fucking you got a whole box full of Stogs. Dude. We didn't even smoke the Stog. We smoked one Stog, and that was the night I think I punched the fire.
Yeah.
And I still have a bliss that's probably noticeable from here about punching
the one day that I actually drank while I was there.
You were completely and totally welcome to. I don't know why you didn't, especially since you were so relaxed, dude. You might as well just enhance the relaxation, dude.
I don't know.
You could have fucking. I feel like you should have cruised the ATV more, dude. Listen, this is the thing, and I'm telling you though, this is the thing, and I understand not knowing where you're at or potentially how to get back.
Yeah,
which is
the
problem.
Scary. I'd be fine going wherever the fuck I'm going, you know. But it's like to find my way back.
Well, like the idea, though.
Which realistically, I had the G.O.A. on. I could have set a fucking waypoint on that shit through my phone and fucking had a GPS.
If you would have downloaded the no affiliation, but you would have downloaded the OnX app. Yeah. And I think it is a paid app. It's like $5 or $6 or $10 or whatever the fuck, but it's worth it because you can download and save all that shit, and you don't have to have any service, and it still works as long as you have power given.
Yep.
So it's worth it in that regard. But it would literally give you. If we gave you the old cords and whatnot, which who knows if you could be trusted, but like,
sorry, I can make
the exact
my way back
fucking
anyways.
The what?
I can make my way back anyways.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But the exact like outline of the property lines, which are always skewed and always contested. This is the thing. Property lines, it's never just a black and white thing, dude. Yeah.
Well, it could be.
Right. Well, that's a little bit more down south. Like the fucking.
They aren't allowed to own property. What the hell is this?
I didn't know they could read. The fucking.
They're letting them in our schools now.
You're right, dude. All these fucking herpaganosyphoclapolitis motherfuckers. Just fucking. They're all trans fucking genius or whatever the fuck they got going on, dude. Who knows? Who fucking knows, dude? This is the problem, though. This is the best podcast the internet has ever fucking devised, dude, and nobody really it.
The problem, you know what the problem is?
Tell me.
It's the podcasts and the live streams always get better the longer we go on.
Right.
So, everybody joins at the beginning, at the start of the show.
Right.
And, it's more calm.
It's
fucking just relax and everything. We can't just
we
get a couple hours in, bro.
This is the thing. People miss out on some of the best podcasting and live chatting content. Period.
Just because Fucking
I
MJ
was
was
booted by
booted.
YouTube says the
Fucking,
M.
I'm gonna
Babes,
boot you
dude.
again anyways, just for showing,
No, stop,
showing your
dude.
face back here.
Stop,
man.
dude. He's all right. He's one of our tens of viewers, dude. You get
Damn
rid of
it.
him, dude. We're in single dig, dude. We can't fucking
Oh,
survive like that. At least we can. You know what I'm saying? Oh. But realistically,
it's fucked up.
yeah, dude, you're telling me fucking all the effort and time.
They are better the later they get. It's
Right.
facts. Okay, you can stay now.
Right. But so this is the thing though, is like depending. It depends though, because sometimes we've been rather saucy.
Yeah.
I've been rather saucy.
I think you're pretty saucy the whole time you were
Listen,
up there.
dude, the Marana, okay? Fucking, I'm adopted, but the whole family's
Goddamn
fucking
Alfredo
Italian
up
and
in here,
Sicilian,
bitch.
dude. I'm fucking. No, don't you ever call me Fredo, bro, because I never turn my back on the family.
The Alfredo, bro.
Regardless, dude. I look like Alf to you, my dude.
Yeah, dude.
The
You
fuck,
do.
I look like some Alf, dude. Fucking Alf will be lucky to look like me, dude.
Carry me that Mike's out of the fridge real quick.
The Mike's out of the
dude.
fridge.
The Mike's
Imagine
out of the
drinking
fridge.
Mike's and then
I know,
having
dude.
to have it fucking cold.
I know, dude.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking, you're
No,
welcome,
bro.
by the way. I fucking
Appreciate it. Thank
This
you.
Mike's Extra Soft Lemonade, sponsored by the Terribly Tactical
You guys
Channel.
even better about this Mike's extra
What?
soft lemonade.
What?
It's also now a traveling Mike's extra soft lemonade.
What is that?
It's made its way all the way to Michigan and back, dude.
Imagine not drinking it, dude. You should have
It
fucking
ain't been
done. I don't know.
drank till today.
I was drinking every time.
Oh,
The rules. It's like there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, but like there ain't no laws. Period.
well, the thing is, like the first actual day that we were there, I noticed that I was drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't drinking much water.
Right.
And the
And plus
second
it's
day that I
hotter.
was there,
There's more manual
I
labor. shit
really
going on.
realized that I was not drinking water.
But we had plenty of water.
I know.
You had
I know.
plenty.
I had
In
plenty
fact,
of water.
I was stealing your water.
I know.
But
But,
like,
like,
I
I
didn't
know-
steal it. I
like-
told you I was
But
taking
like the
it.
first
But,
day, I was fine. No problems. But like the first day, I just wasn't drinking water whatsoever.
because
and
why
so,
would
like,
you?
Exactly. You know, so like I got a fucking handle of teats, a
Right.
fucking case of
He
those
was-
fucking red, white, and blues, and fucking I had some other shit. Why would I drink the water, right? And so I didn't drink any water the first day. And the second day, I realized I wasn't drinking any water. So I decided I'm gonna drink a lot of fucking water now. And so I just primarily just drank water the whole fucking
was
time.
addicted to
Occasionally
the
had a
watts,
fucking
dude.
Mike's or another
Listen,
one of those
if
red, white,
you
and berries
would have
and
drank
shit.
more liqueur bars,
I wouldn't have
maybe
noticed that I didn't drink any water.
right, and you would have been fine regardless, and you would have had plenty of water on the ride home, and on
Exactly.
top of that, and in between that, maybe there'd be less fucking ticks crawling all the way around. With your fucking, I don't know what this motherfucker's a tick, not a chick magnet. He's a fucking tick magnet. Let me tell you this. I didn't see a fuck. We're through. Listen, we're
It was
hiking.
only down by the
we're
non-existent
walking.
pond, okay?
We're fucking
It's the only
shooting.
place there were
We're
ticks.
fucking riding around ATVs all through the entire forest, my dude. The entire forest, as deep in the forest as you can get. Didn't see not nay one tick.
Nope.
Hang out with this motherfucker 5 minutes by the pond. They're fucking left, right, and center, dude.
We were all over the place down there, bro.
We usually spray for the shit. I think we missed a couple of years, but still, it's bad though for humans to inhale
Yeah,
it. So it's
yeah.
like everybody's got to be at the beach and get the fuck out of here. And then Pops goes down there and fucking, and he don't give a fuck. He's like, and but like, yeah, the
Yeah.
fucking, and even at that though, you still might get a little motherfucker here or there. But like with that, they liked you.
Yeah, they did.
I
They
had
did.
one that I found at least.
Yeah.
But I would think that I would find one by now
Yeah.
because they'd be like that
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
But like just like,
Yep.
and then AutoZone girl had one or two on her and shit, and none of them bucked.
I had like
none of
6
them,
or 7.
None of them bit.
that
Mine didn't
fucking-
bite. Hers didn't bite.
No,
You
did
said
mine.
none of yours bit.
No.
But like they were still just.
Yep.
And fuck that little
I caught them all crawling
shit.
up my leg and shit. Fucking yeah.
down in the ferns, bro. They get
Yeah.
in the ferns
Yep.
and they could
Yep.
jump. Those motherfuckers can jump,
Yeah.
my dude. They're,
Yep.
So
That's why a lot of times when you're out in the woods hiking and shit, you'll get them under your head and shit because they'll fucking
they'll drop.
drop
They got
from the
like
trees and
infrared
shit.
thermal
Yeah,
sensors
yeah,
that they can
dude.
fucking they feel heat signatures and they drop and they fucking jump and they fucking.
That's why it was weird that I've never had them just crawling up my leg and shit. It's always been
No, that's-
fucking I
yeah.
get them on my head and my hair and shit like that, you know. But They were on those fucking ferns, dude. There were ferns everywhere.
For real, dude. And from time, I mean, the trails are pretty well cut.
Felonious ferns down there.
Felonious ferns, dude. Cooking up the felonies. Shout out to the PSR. But the fucking same, by the way. But the fucking not financial advice.
And Gabriel says just started drinking earlier, and the stream will start off great.
Lime is not funny. Follows him up with. Listen, I like a little lime in the coconut. Then you mix it all up. Preferably is the way I like it. But no, I do like the lime on when you just squirt a fresh lime on some tox.
On some steak tox.
On some
Yeah.
With the
Yes.
And the fucking what's the little the cilantro. Cilantro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Just fucking, that's all you need. Just a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
And that's all you need.
Yeah.
Fuck a chorizo. Everybody with the chorizo shit is a little bit pretentious, dude. Like, I get it. It's maybe a little bit more flavorful, but it's not a standard issue mil-spec taco, in my opinion. You get chicken or you get steak, motherfucker. And then when you get the steak, because you're balling out and you got it like that.
Yeah.
But, like, there's just, it's got, with the cilantro and the onion, it's fine enough. A little bit of verde and of the lime, dude. And you put the lime in the coconut and you mix it all up. And, dude, I'm telling you, that's all you need. That's all you need, bro. I could eat that for the rest of my life, dude. And I don't even fuck with corn tortillas like that. Like, I do.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes they're too dry. And corn in and of itself really does nothing good for you. It's hard to digest. It's fucking carbohydrates.
You know what the thing is,
fucking,
bro? The corn tortillas, dude.
Tell me about them.
They had the only way that a corn tortilla is the better bet is when you're getting it as like tacos takeout type deal, right? Where it's going to be sitting in there wrapped up, and that corn tortilla just absorbs all the moisture from the fucking rest of the shit, dude.
Okay.
Right? And then it softens a lot more through that, dude. And then it's perfect, you know?
But it's got to be individually wrapped in the foil, wrapped in
Yes.
a whole one-piece foil over that.
Yes.
But at the same time, I really, like, I don't, even the fucking bullshit GMO-infused Taco Bell flour tortillas, because they're so supple and malleable, dude. They're like,
he said, supple.
But like they're
Just gets me, you know?
it's not ASMR part of the chat, but the fucking it's just, there is something to it where like you could origami that shit in any way, shape, or form that you desire, and like it's fine still. You can the corn tortillas will start ripping apart.
Yes.
And so I do appreciate that aspect of the flour tortilla.
So that's what I like about the taco patillo, though, right?
Okay.
Is that they give you the corn tortillas, but they give you a second tortilla per taco.
Right.
So when it does inevitably break, you just now have a secondary taco.
But that being said, on top of the previously mentioned aspects in favor of the flour tortilla, I feel like the corn tortilla is initially, but also later on, harder to digest because it doesn't go down as smooth. It's a rougher tortilla. It's got a little bit more, not as much as it has the more density, suppose, but it's more of a solid density. It's more of a
Gabriel. I have to agree with you that I need a supple taco right now.
I'm just saying, dude.
It's making me want some tacos right now.
Tacos?
Fucking.
Why would you not want to eat a supple taco?
That's true.
That would you want to just be munching on anemic tacos? I don't think so. Personally.
Still go with the corn tortillas.
Listen, if it's a real
those places,
if it's a real authentic, truly real authentic corn tortilla, I'm all for it, dude. But there still is a time limit, a time frame that is acceptable in eating those things.
Yes.
Because if you can't put them in the fridge.
No.
And then on top of that, like, you can't really reheat them past a certain point. And if you're reheating them, you should probably more so do it on a toaster oven than a microwave, just so at least you crisp it up at that point. But either way,
tacos don't last long enough around me to be reheated.
No, I'm just saying, let's say you order some tacos, or like you have to drive to pick them up and then drive all the way back to the job site or whatever the fuck you got going on, and maybe it's a 15, 20-minute drive just to get the good tacos. They could be ruined. Like, realistically, you want to be at the food truck or at the taco place eating them as soon as they're served. A couple chips and dip in between. I feel like a real fucking actual tamale.
I feel like a corn tortilla is still better when packaged up, wrapped up, and then traveled for, a good 5, 10, 15 minutes,
I'll give you that if and only if the corn tortilla in and of itself was properly wrapped. Because if it was just folded over all sloppily and American-like, it's going to crack. It's going to leak. It's going to deteriorate because of the moisture that's seeping out through. It's not contained, and it's also not keeping the heat in. So then you're getting lukewarm, cracked corn tortilla fucking steak tacos, dude. And while it's still delish, especially when you sprinkle some verde on there, you know what I'm talking about, dude. Act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
We've been talking about fucking tortilla shells for a solid 10 minutes now.
No, I'm just saying it's an important thing when you actually break it down, because the tortilla shell in and of itself,
that's what makes
is the
taco.
Basis, right? That's what I'm saying. You don't have tacos, without.
Otherwise,
it's just a
meat and
it's
veg,
a Chipotle bowl or whatever queer shit.
It's just fucking, it's not the same.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Chipotle is the Taco Bell of real Mexican food.
I wouldn't even.
That's what I'm saying, but it's closer. I would say it's closer, just because you have more options. It's more customized.
Is like, I feel like there's a lot more Mexicans eating Taco Bell than there are Chipotle.
That's just because they work there and they're on break.
but at that point,
it's not like
I don't know
if the nature versus nurture argument applies.
It's just
personally.
One of those. But I wouldn't say nothing about Chipotle is authentic.
No, I'm not saying it is either. It's definitely 110% Americanese fucking Mexican food. But the fact that the ingredients are for sure fresher, probably not rat meat,
but I feel like it's more authentic if the taco is made out of rat meat.
Well, it depends on what borough you find your tacos in south of the border, I suppose. But the idea, we're going to get whacked by fucking MS-13 or some shit.
I mean, I don't know how. I am in favor of authentic Mexican food. Okay.
So am I. I don't know.
You know when the last time I've had Chipotle was?
Listen, sometimes it's convenient.
Never happened. I won't do it. You know when the last time I
He's
had
appropriating
Taco Bell
so
was?
much culture right now. Yesterday.
No.
Fuck you.
It was like 2 years ago on the way to your house.
Regardless. That's out of the way.
No, it was like right on the way, dude. Yeah. I take a different route than you do, okay? So
either way, dude, the idea that you're still...
I go, down the way, over, and then down, and
well,
right past the Taco Bell.
Of course you do.
So
either way, regardless. The idea...
On the way.
The idea...
And for some reason, I think it must have been like a Tuesday or something. You had the day off and fucking called me over early, and I hadn't had dinner yet. It's fucking.
It didn't fucking offer me no fucking Taco Bell. I'll tell you that.
I think it was election night. That was the last night.
The Taco Bell.
The Taco Bell was election night.
How'd that work out?
Fine.
I guess it doesn't matter either way.
and I just ate on the way over. It was just.
That's the thing about the Taco Bell, dude, is because of the use of flour tortillas.
Exactly.
You could wrap it up, crumble it into a ball, and still eat it without making a mess, dude. Which is what I appreciate if you're eating fucking tacos or burritos or whatever on the move, bro.
Yeah.
Because that corn shit, they have to double up. And even then, it's still messy because they expect you to make two, hitting that like I'm going to knock it over, but I'm not. Those are preemptive strikes. Like George Bush.
I don't think I've ever had. They don't make burritos in the corn shell.
No. Well, I'm sure they do.
I've never had or seen any place.
But I'm sure that they do somewhere.
Ask me if I wanted flour or corn.
I'm sure somewhere. I would not put it past somebody to do it somewhere.
Yeah.
But yes, it has always, in my experience, been a flour.
Because you need that flexibility in order to wrap a burrito.
Right. But also, what is a taco if not a mini lazy burrito?
But tacos aren't wrapped like a burrito is.
Exactly, because they're lazy.
Exactly, dude.
Which leads back to the Mexicans. Not even. I have to take a pee.
Like the exact opposite of almost every stereotype of Mexicans ever made. It's like there may be one or two lazy Mexicans out there, but like that's neither here nor there. You know, there's lazy people in all races and such. We're so lucky. There's only 4 people watching, and one of them is us. Still, we got nobody counted, nobody interacting, nobody wants to get in on the taco talk other than M. Gabriel with the supple taco necessities right now because I want some tacos right now, bro. It's fucking, what time is it? Is Taco Patillo still deliver? I'm pretty sure they're open till like 2. Actually, no, it's fucking Wednesday. They're only open till 11, I think. This is bullshit. Can't even get a taco right now. It's okay, I'm fat enough. I don't need that shit. But still fucking bullshit. Oh, man. It's fucked up. Here's his ass fucking over there outside making noises while he's trying to take a piss and shit. It's bullshit. I still don't know why he doesn't just use my fucking bathroom. I also don't understand why more people haven't realized that the lives do get better the later you run, you know? Some of the best was the fucking Sunday live streams. We went to like fucking 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. But ain't nobody gonna fucking stick around to fucking watch that shit. I don't blame them. I didn't want to. And I was involved. But they definitely got interesting. You know, like 4 o'clock in the morning, shit got crazy. Probably helps have been drinking a little bit today for once, which is a change. Outside of the norm. But I want some fucking tacos right now. He just came back inside. Did he get the door locked this time, though? That's the question.
None of y'all were ready for that, dude. I just head eyes literally everybody in the chat, dude.
Damn.
Everybody in the chat at the same time, dude. And I didn't even mean to do it like that. But you know what? You leave me open to the opportune, I'm going to have to take it.
You know what, though?
What?
Still kind of mad I didn't bring the potato can to Mish.
That's what I'm saying, dude. What the fuck, dude?
I'm perf, dude.
Like a serrated piece of paper, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Perfed.
Yeah, dude. It's like a fucking notebook, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Perfed,
but then you still got the little scragglies. Exactly. You got to rip it out. Yeah. I always ripped them out. I could just leave them.
No, there's no way.
Fuck that. And then sometimes it would fit like a pen or a pencil, dude, perfectly in the spies.
Yeah. But then it wouldn't open correctly when you fucking had the pen.
But in theory, you're writing with it anyway, so you take it out first and then you open it. But then still there's like that little hitch because it was like it's bent a little bit. Yeah, dude. It was the whole thing, dude.
It's a thing. Bro.
Just nostalgia, bro. Old notebooks. You know, I was at the Meijer earlier, dude.
Yeah.
Doing some early morning grocery shop.
Yeah.
And I was this close to just buying a notebook for no reason, dude.
For no reason, dude.
For no reason.
You would have found a reason, though.
Oh, no, I had plenty of reads, dude, because I always usually write down my YouTube vids that I'm trying to do for the week or fucking whatever and then plan it all out. And then,
so it wasn't for no reason.
Well, right. But, like, I already have plenty of shit that I use for that. But, like,
you'd have to find the shit.
The idea that, like, I just could get a perfectly brand new, fresh, minted, not from when I actually went to Scoob and never used ass fucking notebook. You know, just crisp as shit for no reason. But yeah, that it was
not the only one.
Right. It took me this close. I was this close to buying.
I had fresh new school supplies every year, and I never used the shit from last year. Right. So, like, what the?
Right. You know, the pages are a little yellowed, more crinkly than perhaps they once were, but you know, you can still write on them. Fucking sons of
go to school day one, throw everything in the locker. I never opened my locker past like the second day. Right. So it's
just the way that it goes.
Yeah. So I had it easier though because when I went to school, like past sophomore year, we got our Chromebooks. So little computers and shit.
Must be nice, dude.
So we didn't have any textbooks or nothing to worry about, and all our notes could be fucking just right
I
there.
couldn't imagine
Chromebook,
fucking not having a textbook. Do you know how many fucking, at least some shits are dead. You got enough textbooks in your fucking shit that might be bulletproof, bro. You're worried about fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like this. Fucking, I literally was out there. I had the North Face, and then I had the Oakley, and then I had a fucking classic JanSport, and shout out to the classic JanSport because that motherfucker still carried all that weight. But like there was fucking like this much of fucking textbooks, bro. Plus the fucking the pencils, the colored pencils, the pens, the fucking note-taking notebooks, and the fucking everything else, dude. The protractors, bro. Your TI-85 or whatever the fuck calculator it was. The fucking all that shit, dude.
See, now normally like we wouldn't have to bring all our textbooks.
I don't even have that much shit in my fucking assault pack.
One or maybe two we'd have to bring home, but like I was a pain in the ass and I never did my homework.
I can imagine.
So my mom made me bring all of my textbooks home every day as a punishment. Even though I still never did my homework, even while doing that. But like literally the one day. Because I had not like a JanSport or nothing. I had an actual hiking backpack.
Good.
From Walmart or some shit. Right? It was meant to hold the weight. And I still remember one day picking up my backpack by the strap, by the carry handle on the top, right? And the whole strap just ripped off because of the weight of the fucking backpack. Oh, man. No, we had the fucking Chromebooks though, so I never had shit. I had the fucking
must be nice.
I had the fucking enclosed binder shit
in Lockport.
That's all that I had.
Got
I had the fucking
stuff.
Chromebook stuffed inside of there, and I had a couple fucking notebooks and folders and shit stuffed inside.
Man,
that's all I fucking needed.
Spoiled.
Like, I didn't bring a fucking backpack or nothing. I didn't bring shit. My locker was empty. That was partially because of the bitch that had the locker next to me. This fat bitch was fucking next to me every single fucking day when I'd walk in the morning. I'd use my locker for like the first couple of weeks. This bitch, she knew she was fat, right?
This sounds like a much like a pot calling the kettle black.
I know I'm fat, right? I know I'm fat.
And I have no, I mean,
at that point,
prime specimen.
She was like 2-3 times my size, right?
Impressive.
Yeah. But because of that, she knew she may, produce a little BO every once in a while, right? And so she had in the top section of her locker, the little shelves and shit.
Right. The
deods. It was full, not deodorant, just body sprays.
Okay. Much like you, I assume with the Axe varieties.
Never.
You're lying.
No,
you
never.
Still use Axe.
Never.
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking Old Spice. All right, and not the sprays, just the deodorants. I don't use no fucking body sprays. I think I still may have some fucking Axe that was gifted to me for Christmas.
I'm gonna walk into that bathroom right now and fucking pull out some Axe body spray and shame you in front of our threes of viewers.
You also see the rust covering it because it's been sitting there for years.
That's what I would say too.
But
if I was with the fucking old,
every single fucking passing period, this bitch was at her fucking locker, nonstop fucking spraying the shit everywhere, all over the whole hallway for like 50 yards in either direction. Smelled like her fucking body spray, whatever the fuck she was using. And like I would just walk to my locker and get a major fucking headache.
Maybe she had a fucking condition, dude.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm not necessarily criticizing her because she was trying, right? She was trying to make herself smell good, right?
Right.
But I'm just stating the fact that I could not utilize my locker because it was right next to this bitch.
You feel it,
right?
Your locker rights, because of potentially the disability of another
were
human
infringed upon,
because
of her needs.
That's like,
but like I never said nothing to her. Other than the fact that she was trying always.
Also,
other than the fact I was an asshole.
I don't know if you have the right to say anything to her because you yourself, from time to time, are known to smell like lizard dick.
This was before that, okay?
Regardless, I'm sure you still had tadpoles and frog pets and fucking whatever the fuck you had.
I didn't have shit.
Regardless.
But But like, I was also a complete antisocial asshole, right? Similar to how I am now.
Right.
But
I don't know what he's like, as if it's changed in the past.
This chick would always
years.
try to be and I kind of feel bad for it sometimes.
For it, you said doesn't give me the
for
fucking...
what I've done.
Okay.
Because she was always trying to be the nicest person ever, had the biggest smile on her face, and saying hi, how you doing, and everything like that. And I just fucking go fuck yourself.
Reason. That's fucked up.
Shut the fuck. You just stop talking.
You're not happy unless you're unhappy.
No,
bro.
It originated. I
which is why I was so concerned about you being happy the entire trip.
Originally, I just tried to tell her, yeah, what's up, and walk away. But eventually, I just get tired of her talking to me every single fucking time I went to my locker.
Probably
it was a problem.
The only girl that ever consistently talked to you at your locker.
No,
he's lying, dude.
Well, at my locker, yes, because I only went to my locker for like a week.
Well, regardless,
dude, she talked to me every time I was fucking
chalk went up for scales, dude. But
it was fucking
the poor girl, dude. All she needed in the world was a friend, and you couldn't even give her that.
No,
that's fucked up.
She had plenty of friends already. It was fine.
It's fucked up. I look back.
There was one bitch freshman year trying to talk to me. I literally just looked at her and said, "Fuck off," and like she just literally just looked so just broken as soon as
Scales doesn't know how to show emotion, so like he pushes people away, even though he wants them close.
That's fuck everybody. Thing. Fuck everybody.
This is all a cover. It's
fuck
like a shield.
Too.
It's like an M&P shield right now that he's putting up.
At least, as long as it's not in 40, okay?
So, either way. This guy over here, he said. So do I buy the $35 Neuronos mount and see what happens, dude? See if I drop that PPS 14
not this 35.
On the
this one is already at $35 is defective, right? This one says it's useful at $39.99. That it is still in good working order. They claim it's in good.
And I can't imagine that the one motherfuckers are selling some busted ass shit. Like, hey, at least I would assume at least they're being honest.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers talk about some fucking you flip it up and then it just falls back down for $40. I'd rather fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know, dude.
Well, it's $35 for the ones that are just gonna flip back down.
But $4 more, all of a sudden it's function. It just has a scuff on it, dude. I don't think so.
Man. I don't know. I guess it really just depends upon their requirements.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that realistically,
what if they really
think just buy
something?
Wilcox?
What if they just think that something that has absolutely zero blends, zero marks, zero scratches, zero scuffs anywhere on it? What if they just say that is only worth $70 in itself?
I don't care.
Something that is basically brand new, and now since this one is scuffed and scratched, but still works the same, it's worth half that.
Listen, I don't give a fuck if it has imperfections in the finish. I care if it's stiff enough to fucking do what I need it to do, and if the fucking teeth are sharp enough to fucking set the interpupillary distance and fucking it's gonna hold, and that it's gonna mount properly to a J-arm with the fucking bayonet, with a little claw that fucking. That's what I care about.
Can you imagine spending like $50-something on Amazon for a fake ass rhino mount when you could have had at least a real one? That's
so
used
they
for $40?
say, and again though, because I've seen a lot of videos on these fucking surplus fucking rhino mounts, and it's a mixed bag, bro. So and if I could just not waste $40-$50,
$150 for a brand
that's what I'm saying. That's fine. I'll buy the brand new one.
Send you the link right now.
But please, because I'll forget, dude.
I know you will.
But can we just see how much a Wilcox is, though? Even a used one? And this is the thing, too, because then I would have to get, you're looking at me on the Instagram? I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate it. I wish you were sharing the screen, because that would have been perfect, dude. He's just idolizing his father real quick.
It's just the first thing.
You're just mad about it because I caught you in the act.
This dumbass. I saw this in real life, motherfucker.
I'm pretty as shit. What are you talking about?
Especially this picture where all you can see is your eyeballs.
Yeah, and those
it's the best it's the best you've ever looked at. Though. Let me tell you, it's the best you've ever looked.
Dude, fuck you.
Oh, dude.
I'm just saying.
I'm not sharing it because there's other people suggested over here for my fucking Instagram.
Shade.
I'm just saying. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to add my fucking mom on Instagram.
Gun lover night.
No invite.
I'll add your mom on Instagram, dude. Amy loves me. She hates to admit it.
My mom and my aunt and shit who are suggested still because I haven't followed them because fuck them.
Yeah, right. No, I'm much the same when it comes to family and social needs. Like
that's why I regret my Facebook account.
Right.
Because like I started that when I was like 10. And like obviously at that point I'm like, yeah, sure, grandma, you can fucking be my friend on Facebook.
Right. And then all of a sudden like she's looking down.
Second aunt? Yeah, sure. It's fucking and like now it's just I gotta be careful, you know. It's just
the gun lover says no invite, dude. He never asked for one and didn't show up until just now
showed up.
Just now,
2 hours, 24 minutes, and 55 seconds in.
I mean, you can still send him the link, dude. If he wants the link, but like
the only access I have to send him is through Discord. So,
well, he could get on the fucking Discord, dude. If he wants to be on if he's talking that woo wop the band, bro.
I have his ass on the fucking Rams. I think I did at one point.
I would have blocked him.
I do.
I would have blocked his ass, dude. I didn't get a notification. Bullshit. That's because you're not like, shared, commented, or subscribed, dude.
Send it.
You just got the link, dude. There's no excuse now. Talking all that shit. Because if you were talking all that shit, and then you got the invite, and then you didn't accept the invite, dude, you're just bullhecking, dude. So I don't want to hear about it.
The last message I sent you was my address, so either way,
right? You're lucky you left that night. Most people don't. So
when's the last time you seen Gianni?
Right, for real.
Oh man,
fucking 40 doll hairs though. And supposedly function.
Yeah.
But how function though? Because what is their measurement of function?
It's in good working order.
Compared to mil-spec tendencies.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean much.
Well, especially when it's built originally to be mil-spec.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so what is still in spec, but enough for the U.S. military to retire it.
Can you type in the Wilcox mount? I just want to see what the used prices are for a real one, because I know the brand new it's like $400 or $500 at least. But if I did get the Wilcox, it would make
Optics Plan.
Fuck Optics Plan. I'm not giving them a dime. $640 hairs, dude.
G11.
Relax. Yeah, it's the Gen 1 probably. The Gen 2 is fucking almost $700 hairs. It's ridiculous.
$455 for a G24. From licensed TIA Arms Co.
See, but this is the thing though, dude. Is not only is it a new mount for that much doll hairs, it's a J-arm doesn't work with it. You have to get the special Wilcox mount for the fucking PVS or for your fucking dual tubes.
For $217 right here.
Right. So that's $1,000 as opposed to
$820
plus tax and shipping. So it's $1,000. Like we've had this conversation before. Like the fucking when I bought the Wilson Combat AP. What?
I don't know what tax is by you. Here's 9%. So that'd be it's $800. 9% of that would be $72. So $872 plus max $15 shipping, so $900. Still under $1,000.
It's closer to $1,000 than it is fucking half $1,000, dude. $500. Either way, it's $1,000.
Yeah. Damn
so the idea is that, and two, a lot of people are choosing not to even run the J-arm at that point. If they're going Wilcox, they're getting like a bridge mount or a fucking this, that, and the third, so they could articulate it up out of the way.
Wilcox PVS-14 bridge is $1,000 on its own.
Right, dude. And then that requires you having 2 different PVS-14s, but the same PVS. So it's like, what? There's no end to it all. And this is just milled aluminum, dude. It's aluminium. Is that a Wilcox Raid for how many dollars?
For $35, $28, $97.
There you go. Is it in stock? Can you even buy that bitch?
Oh shit!
Because I heard these motherfuckers are
contact us for
unobtainium.
pricing / to order the full power variant. But apparently, the I.S.R.A civilian variant available on back order.
Yeah, I bet. We'll take your $4,000 and we'll send you the laser maybe sometime.
Gun Lover says holster for the LTT Elite is the same as a 92A1
in theory, or an M9A1, same thing. The difference of it, well, I don't know, like on the Wilson guns, they round the trigger guard, which is one of the things that I appreciate a lot about it because it's different, and they're actually shaving metal off the trigger guard and modifying it to make it something custom that you can't normally get. But with the LTT shit, I think they just leave it much the same. So in theory, yes, it should fit a 92A1 holster. It should fit an M9A1 holster because that's basically just a full-size Beretta with a rail, given it's not a Briggs slide, which you don't have to worry about with the LTT because only Wilson does that because Wilson's right. So I'm sorry you got the subpar Barrette. Still a nice Barrette regardless.
But still not the best.
It's not. And it could have been, though, and you chose not to be. So I get it, dude. It's poor as a state of mind. I understand.
See, now I was originally looking at one point at the Langdon Berettas.
Why?
Only because I had seen one or two at some stores around. And after seeing your Wilson, there's no way I'd go with a Langdon.
No.
There's no way. I couldn't.
And it's not even like that much more months. In fact, in some cases, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And I think a better gun, truly. Yep. Like, it's not even a biased opinion. Like, I've seen the Langdons. Like, there's the on the shelf Langdons where it's like they have a base model one, or at least once upon a time they did. And then there was the next step up with the fucking 2-tone barrel and all that shit. Yeah. And at most they were like $1,200 guns at the time when they first came out. But we had so many that had inconsistencies. The fucking front sight, and these were pinned and like staked front sights, dude. And it was so far to one side or another and permanently fucking staked in that bitch. It's like, dude, no, no, man. Unless the barrel is that inaccurate.
Maybe I'll buy a Wilson too. Just sell a Langdon, buy a Wilson.
Well, he should have never bought the Langdon to begin with.
He shouldn't have bought. That's a mistake.
So either way.
It's a mistake, but I feel like it's a bad gun. I feel like it's a mistake we can't knock him for.
It's not. Listen, it's not a regular Beretta is not a bad gun unless it's made in America, apparently. But the fucking, like, you're fine. And at best, I don't even require the use of a D spring. But if you install the $4.99 part that the D spring is, it dramatically increases the double action capabilities, the single action. It lightens it up, it smooths it up.
12% of a Beretta mag, bro. You know?
Right.
So like that's a lot of money.
Right. Even on the Met guards, dude, and they're cheaper to begin with. But that, like, the idea is that, well, for one, I didn't just get the regular Wilson. I paid the extra. It's like $135, or at least it is for me with my discount for the extra trigger job. So yes, it's got a D spring, but it's also been hand worked by Wilson Combat Gunsmiths. The Brigadier slide, it's hard to come by.
Honestly, for that Beretta that you have, having never shot it myself, right?
Well, you dry fired it a couple times.
Yeah. Though I'd love to shoot it, you know. And eventually I hope to have one myself. I would easily have no problem whatsoever pay $2,000 for that fucking gun.
Yeah, it's a nice gun.
It's fucking amazing. And it's a Beretta, and it's got those fucking curves. Bro, I fucking love that gun.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gun. And I don't even have... I had, like...
I really was wishing you'd bring that up to the fucking prime.
See, this is the thing, is I almost did.
Yeah.
Because that's what I keep the TLR VIR on there.
Yeah.
But me being a conscientious person, I was like, well, if we're doing the dance in the dark, the 22 at least will be quieter, so we're not disturbing the little few nabes that we do actually have. No, I feel you 100%. And plus, it's 4th of July weekend. But just, and then too, the idea of fucking, I got literally over 100,000 rounds of 22 and fuck, whatever. But like,
I understand the bringing a 22 with fucking night vision capabilities. Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, while it might be O'Reilly's or whatever, is still within reason, just to mess around. But the fucking, dude, I want the Wilson safety that's only on the driver's side and flush with the slide, dude. I think mine is still ambidextrous from what I remember. I don't know, but it's the low profile one. Yeah. So like it still doesn't snag, it doesn't get in the way, but like you can still actuate it with both hands.
Well, isn't yours the G mod?
Yeah. I think at that point they're all the G mod.
Yeah.
I don't know that they make. You might be able to custom order it like you want the regular safety feature, but I think standard it's the G mod because in my opinion that's the better way to do. Yeah. And I don't mind it because I carry it off safe anyway. It'll just be decocked and I flip it back up and that's fine. Yep. And even if it did have the safety, if you practice enough, when you skin that smoke wagon, the same momentum as you would to snick off a 1911 safety or a U.S.P. safety or anything that had a safety that was thumb activated from this position, you're still doing the same motion. You're just hitting it from here and flipping it up. So it takes a little bit more getting used to. You have to cant a little bit more into the slide, but if you train with it, you can definitely get used to it. And if that's how you had to carry the gun, or if that's how you felt best carrying the gun, it's not that you're undergunned or behind the curve.
One thing is like
it's a training thing.
You say, and you've said it before, as far as like the 92 safety, that you actuate it the same as like a 1911. For me, though, that's different in that I always rest my thumb on the 1911 safety.
So do I.
And you're not doing that with the Beretta. So it's like a whole...
But as far as the sweeping it off motion, is the same forward and downward.
I never have just a sweep it off, with the 1911.
What do you mean?
Like, I never just sweep the safety off and then go about it. It's always drop the safety, and I'm staying on that safety down.
Right, but
it's like I've never. That's one thing I've never really grasped.
But the idea, though, is that it's the same motion. Yeah, you don't get the same end result.
I understand that you're pushing down to push the
forward
safety
and down. Yeah, but really it goes opposite because the actual 1911 safety is up on safe and then down on fire.
But
and so when you naturally push it forward, right? So when you naturally push it forward on a 1911, not only are you disengaging the safety.
So he's saying it's a G model anyway, so I don't need giant pads like it has now. So
either way, it doesn't matter, dude. Yeah.
Fucking forget about it.
Yeah, you've got the LTT, bro. Yeah. You know me. Listen, bro.
Just get the Wilson.
Just get the Wilson, dude. Just get fucking you. It was like maybe $100-$200 more for what you paid for that used LTT, bro. And I love you. I do. But you're a little misguided from time to time because he refuses, much like you, he refuses to listen to me as if I don't know what I'm talking about. And I get it. I get it, bro. And I'm not saying that I know anything or everything about anything, but I've been around the block a time or two. And when I say, hey, instead of fucking around with this subpar bullshit, this mediocre, this meat and potato bullshit, let's get some filet mignon wrapped in bacon and then you'll be happy. And if you want to build off of that, even you can, but at least out of the box, it's good to go. And then motherfuckers like, no, this shit is just as good. And then they buy that and they're like, I'm not happy with it. The money that you wasted buying the gun, then selling the gun, losing on the gun to begin with because you didn't keep it and you bought it. There's no point, dude.
I've never had that problem though.
No, listen,
it's like you say that I'm like, I'm not going to listen to you or nothing. The things that I don't quite listen to you on are generally things that are more preferential, and each person has their own preferences, and they both work.
I know, but if you don't like HK USPs, I think you're just wrong across the board.
Then maybe. I'm just not a fan of the USPs, even the P30, the VP9. I'm not mad at. It's basically just a fucking Glock at that point. But like, I just don't like the P30 or the USP's fucking triggers, dude. I'm just not a fan. And I know you're going to disagree with me, and I can't give you a quantitative reason as to why I don't like them. I just don't.
It just doesn't make sense to me, dude. It just doesn't. Because while I will give you that out of the box, a standard version of a USP, a P30, a P2000, or whatever the fuck, is intended to be a combat trigger that is oversprung from the factory so that with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds of use, that when it does break in, it still hits that primer hard enough to crack it off, even on hard NATO primers. And so you have to understand, just like the Glock is built for a purpose, it's a duty gun. It's not pretty. It doesn't give you anything extra. It gives you everything you need, nothing you don't. And it's nothing pretty to look at, but the beauty is in its simplicity and its function. But most people, that's missed on a lot of people. Oh, it doesn't look as cool as this new fucking M&P or the new fucking Canic or the new fucking whatever the fuck. And they will buy a gun because, oh, well, it's just as good. But realistically, it's not, because it does not have the time-tested reliability and durability track record of other things. So, and when you start looking into the testing of the USPs and just any of the H&Ks, but the USPs and the Mark 23 specifically, it's extreme, and this is not even me being biased, but it's extremely, extremely difficult to disregard the outcomes of those tests. Like you would have to be an orangutan with a nuclear warhead to make one of those guns fail. Yep. And I'm being facetious and whatever, but like they've been there, they've done that, and those same ones are still doing it. Yep. So, and they're more money. And they're whatever, and it's not the same trigger pull every time, and you got a safety, or you got a decocker, or you got proprietary mags, and they're expensive, and you rarely find a holster, and whatever the fuck it is. But if you do equate that perfect combination of supply chain, of parts and accessories, which realistically, as far as the internals go, you'll never wear them out, or at least most 99.99 repeating times % of normal, average, everyday gun owners, even part of the gun culture that are actually out there shooting and training and doing. Federal put over 200,000 rounds through the same H&K USP 9mm without a single parts breakage, with very, very, very minimal malfunctions, without anything, dude. Like, it's literally, and that they're shooting proof loads through this bitch, which is above SAMI spec. They're shooting plus P through this bitch, constantly testing it velocity wise, accuracy wise, whatever. And there was they said there wasn't even barely a degradation in accuracy out of the polygonally rifled or hexagonal rifled, whatever Glock does. And it's a German thing, but like supposedly it does seal the bullet better. You do get better velocity, potentially higher accuracy. That being said, to me, in my opinion, a button rifled barrel, like you would a traditional rifling barrel, like you would have on a good old American 1911, a match grade fit barrel and tuned barrel and fucking cut barrel and all that shit. Like, you're not going to outshoot that, in my opinion. And I think Camp Perry, how many motherfuckers at Camp Perry are shooting HK USPs? Everybody's shooting a 1911, and that's an accuracy competition. So, not that the HKs can't do it, but like, you can get a 1911 more accurate than probably any other pistol on the market, period.
As well as the rest of a 1911 is much more ergonomic and easier to function
for most people.
Accuracy
most people. I feel right at home with a full-size HK USP 45, blocky and bricky and all. But like, at the same, I actually prefer it over the HK 45, which I do have the compact version of. And for a 9-shot 45, that's a little bit bigger than a Glock 30S, which holds 11 rounds of 45. So it's beating you on the capacity, but it's just as thick, but it's blocky instead of being molded and ergonomic, and fucking just, there's a difference to it though. And that's what you are paying extra. I am not paid. Trust me. I wish I was paid by Heckler and Koch, dude. Because they've been heckling my cock for a long time, dude. It's fucked up. Because, like, I got the Diet G36, the SL8. I got the S.P.P, which is a Diet MP5. I got a fucking USC, which is a Diet UMP. I got a fucking HK45C. I got a fucking USP 40 compact two-tone. I got a fucking full-size HK USP 45. My first HK, which I don't have anymore, which I regret selling, was a full-size HK VP9, but it was back in the time where they came from with 15-round mags from the factory, and then everybody was complaining, oh, it's the size of a Glock 17 and it holds 2 less rounds, fuck you. And they were like, yo, this magazine, if you left it loaded, would last forever, but okay, you want 2 extra rounds, they gave them 2 extra rounds, and I'm sure it's still better than a Glock mag, but either way, it's twice as expensive. But like, I have a lot of H&K products, dude. Yeah. And I've never been let down by any of them, dude. Yeah. Out of the box, they were all zeroed for a select distance, typically closer in, but they were zeroed. Yeah. Like any HK22 Umrex product that I fucking bought was dead nuts zeroed. Bullseye, X-ring, the X itself, every single trigger pull if you did your part at 10 yards, which was weird to me, but at least they know their market. You know what I'm saying? But like everything else, dude, like it's literally the MP5, the SP5, I've never touched the sights. Out of the box, dead nuts, dude. And I don't know if it's just their tolerances are that good.
Zero experience with any HK long guns.
You're missing out.
Yeah, I know. Other than that 416-22 you got.
Which is pretty sick, though, in and of itself. And at least it's aluminum as opposed to polymer or whatever. And nothing against the MP1522 because it probably maybe one could argue because of the further aftermarket support, better.
No.
My shit has been nothing but rely.
MP1522s are not nothing but rely. Regardless of what ammo you're feeding it with.
Listen, I will tell you this, dude. They had the little recall bullshit going on.
Yeah.
And I don't know specifically what for. I think it was either the extractor or the ejector, one of the two. But working at the shop, having a range attached to it, having rental guns that we literally do not fucking clean. We'll maybe throw some lube on it every now and again if it actually needs it.
I remember asking you for some fucking Earl for some of them here and there.
So, but like, at least in my experience, and I say this all the time about the Kimbers and shit, like the M&P 1522 was ran hard and put up soaking wet because everybody wanted to shoot it because A, it's an AR-15. And B, it's super cheap to shoot. So you get, and especially a lot of new shooters or whatever the fuck. So that thing had thousands and thousands of rounds through it. And we maybe oiled it a few times. Majority of the time, any issues it did have were user induced because they're noobs to the situation. And we would go out there and fucking tap rack and whatever.
What I will say is fucking magazines for the 1522. Fucking trash.
Listen, I honestly, and I have the HK.
Yeah.
I don't even own the MP 1522. But from.
You even saw fucking, what's his face up on the prop. All of the issues that he had with his 1522 were mag related.
But I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
That's A, the most common issue with any semi-automatic 22 firearm. But B, I think it's more so much like with the Kel-Tec PMR 30, which is a quad stack 22 Magnum 30 shot magazine.
Yeah.
The way it says specifically in the instructions, which nobody ever reads and justifiably so, but there's enough information out on the interwebs about it where you would be aware. But you're supposed to load 5. It's a 22. It's a rimfire. So you have to worry about rim lock, which means the rim of the cartridge gets on the back side instead of the front side stacked in the magazine. Yeah. So then it will not feed because while it's trying to feed forward, it's getting hung up on the rim of the case behind it. And so it's a common thing if magazines are not loaded correctly. All of the magazines that have the little, which most, if not all 22 LR magazines do have, the little built-in speed loader things where you pull the tabs down. It's a good technique. I've been practicing about the same size, by the way.
Yeah.
But a lot of times,
bring those fingers in a little bit.
Just
it's fucking
like this. Really, you can't even see it. But here we go. There you go. But having sometimes people pull it down too far. They drop too many in there, and then when they let it go forward, then they're all miscombobulated and fangled and fucked up, and you might get rim lock, which is a huge contributor to that, or you're going to get a nosedive, or whatever the fuck it is. And so it's not necessarily, I don't think, an inherent design flaw of the equipment itself. I think it's the lack of proper implementation in the use of these apparatusi, because I personally have never had an issue with an M&P 1522. I don't even own one. I got no fucking stake in the fight. I got the HK shit, which in theory is better, and at least at its origins was cheaper, even though it was a better gun. Oh shit, they're mad because we're telling them the truth about the fucking M&P 1522.
That's weird though.
What?
Because our camera was not frozen whatsoever. It just went straight to shut off.
That is weird.
That is a new one.
They're mad. Smith & Wesson's pissed right now, dude.
That is a new 100%. See now, but a lot of what I see, and like, not saying that I'm perfect.
We know.
Right?
Yeah. But no, continue. By all means.
Being as I try to be careful with the 1522 max.
Carefully cautious.
Right, as far as loading. I don't even use that little speed loader mechanism bullshit to fucking.
You don't need to, but it is
really
there
don't,
for convenience.
because the springs aren't that strong, so there's not a lot of weight for them to fucking move anyways, right? But my biggest issue I've ever had is the rounds tilting forward and just fucking being pointed downwards as opposed to pointed up into the fucking chamber itself, right? So that's the same issue that I saw with Austin up on the prop with his 1522 he was running. Which is why, as soon as he showed me the fucking gun that wasn't fucking loading the round properly, I just pulled the mag out, smacked it real quick, and popped that round up, and I handed it back to him and said, go. And it worked fine. So realistically, that's all you need to do. But it's a pain in the dick.
Well, so this is the thing, though, is like, much like a lot of magazines, I find myself just naturally, you load it, you smack the back of the magazine on your palm a few times, whatever. Make sure everything's seated properly. And realistically, in 95% or higher amount of magazines for any gun, you really don't even have to do that. But when it comes down to, like, in the manual, again, referencing the PMR 30, which now is yet again Smith & Wesson has copied in their new M&P 22 Magnum, which is basically the M&P 5.7, but now in 22 Magnum. 22 Magnum and 5.7 always so compared.
Long, the Punisher showed up, left, he's now back.
He's back again, dude. Shout out to the pun, dude. Little pun.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Punisher's back. Tell a friend. Little head ass, dude. He's out here, dude.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Two trailer park girls go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. But the fucking either way, the whole situation and the issue at hand is that there are. I gotta save this show for what, dude? For your Fed documentary? What are you talking about, dude?
Oh man. I just love the YouTube count is accurate, though, because for the longest time we were at 3 watching. Now we're at 4. Now that the Punisher showed back up.
Sick, dude. So I think I'm still currently watching, or at least trying to.
Not if your phone is closed. It shouldn't be counted, at least.
It's up, dude.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you good?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Bill Long is sending me all types of random videos.
That's sus. Did any of them have to do with his brownies?
No. Well, in an inadvertent way, I suppose.
Oh, man.
Honestly, I don't know I mean, I guess it's such a rare gun that nobody has an idea of what's going on with it, dude. But I'm honestly surprised that my 48-2 video is doing as poorly as it is, dude.
I understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because your video.
Right. No, that makes sense. That checks out, honestly, when you think about it. With the overall culmination of ideas that it could
like
the possibilities of what
it's just
could
like
be
the
wrong
real reason
in this
the
situation.
podcast hasn't taken off,
right?
Is because you're
right.
You know.
No, yeah, no, for sure. If you had the floor to yourself, open mic,
exactly,
there would be
all. It'd be better if I had anybody else
in 3.5 hours. 17 sentences at most would come out of your mouth. You're totally correct in establishing the idea and the thought process, thinking that the podcast would be far better. No, I'm seeing where you're coming from, honestly, because nobody else is doing that. Nobody else. There'll be some new shit. They're not onto it yet, but they're not hit to the situation,
bro.
There's just a bunch of dead air.
The thing is,
leave it up at that point. You leave it
space
up to
where all you're hearing is the computer fans and the other computer fans in the window.
It gives them time to think,
right?
And then
not only does it give them time to think
in the comment section, can come up with better shit to say in the comment section.
It's the suspense,
right?
You know,
well, you're building.
The thing is, a lot of the times, right, is like,
tell me.
When I'm just sitting here, just quiet for hours, right? And then all of a sudden, a question.
It's kind of creepy sometimes,
but like, people are amazed by some of the things that I say, right? Sometimes
I don't know if
sometimes I come
as a person.
Sometimes I just come up with, somehow I just come up with some great philosophical knowledge, and just like it just comes out out of nowhere, right?
It's like Randy Orton,
and the people have to wait around and watch, and wait
and that's
for
the only reason. I see what you're
moments of greatness to show.
That's the only reason.
And therefore,
tuning in
everybody would wait.
Every single episode,
2 hours,
live or not, pre-recordedly. We could be doing this. I don't even know how long it's been. It's probably been over 3 hours at this point.
We're almost at 3 hours.
We're almost at 3 hours.
Almost
so
3 hours.
I'm surprised it took up to
even
3
the
hours.
Punisher knows what's up.
Scales. He's always trying to fucking stir up some drama, dude. No, by all means, dude. That's what I'm saying. When he moves to Flow Rider, dude, he's quitting the podcast, so he's gonna start his own shit. Probably. I assume.
I would imagine. Have to find somebody else to fill the blank time.
I'm sure
he's gonna pay attention to.
You're a very social person. I'm sure you'll make friends quick.
You just gotta walk into the local gun store and wait till somebody calls me a chicken fucker.
Right.
And problem solved.
What the fuck, my dude? It feels like there's a little Slytherin snake crawling up my booty hole, dude. There's some weird.
There's a snake in my booty.
Yeah. No shit, dude. See, this is the thing. That's a problem with fucking AutoZone girls. She has a snake problem, dude.
Oh,
there's some snakes that fucking could potentially work their way inside. And like have been found on the interior of the fucking fortress, bro. And like I just don't
toilet snakes for real.
Right, dude, but like not even like they're bed snakes, my dude. They're sitting on the couch snakes, dude, from time to time. And like I'm just always ready to just but like I don't want to wake her. I don't want to wake anybody up. Yeah. But yeah, the fucking
that's great.
I do hold you back though. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about firing you from the podcast for a long time. For a long time, dude.
Sure.
Just because honestly, it's just
quite a long time.
Just
for a few years now, even.
Right. It's almost since the inception of it all.
The live streams and everything. Just,
right. No, honestly,
we don't really need.
I'm always on time, bro, and it's a little disrespectful. It's a little disrespectful. Honestly, no. Listen, I take it seriously.
Yeah. I know. I know you do.
I really do, though. Dude.
You make sure to shit 2 hours before the live stream starts.
Sometimes it takes
to make sure you got it.
First of all, you can't tell me, as a human being. First of all, being a person that shits aggressively himself, you can't tell me that you can just schedule your poops, bro.
I do.
No. Because that still doesn't.
What happened to 11:30, bro?
Listen,
every night.
I don't know because
except for podcasts
timing since then, dude. You can't tell me that it's dude. Because it could be at any time that you're just full of shit.
I'm always.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's like the fucking.
There's
Hulk,
no.
dude.
I can't put it. I can't just schedule it.
It's like the fucking Hulk, bro. I'm always angry.
Yeah. Get him a Snickers, dude, or something. This fucking guy. but for real, the fucking like sometimes, and this is the thing, dude. Sometimes I'll sit there to poop, and like this happened to me last night. Actually, it's the ice cream that does it to me, dude. The fucking like I feel like I have to poop.
Yeah.
But it's nothing but gas.
Yeah.
But your stomach still feels like you have to poop.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have to fucking get up and then come back later. You just want to deal with it now. Yeah. But your body won't let you.
Yep.
That's what was happening last night, dude. Shout out to Waltz, bro. Some of the best ice cream I've ever had. It's not as good as House of Flavs, in my opinion, but I might be biased. But either way, it's pretty good. Man. But but like, it's just. We gotta go to Trop Snow. You ever been to Trop Snow? Oh, we gotta go to Trop Snow, dude. If it's even still opes, Trop Snow is pretty fun. But yeah, dude. I don't know where you're coming from talking about that you can schedule your poops at the same time every night. Like I appreciate a routine.
See, now,
and I appreciate
not so like much. That I can schedule.
I can't just
poops,
poop. I'll give myself an aneurysm if I try to poops when I can't poops, dude.
So, you know,
I'm not trying to prolapse. What the fuck? I want it to be intact, bro.
So it's not so much that I schedule my poops, is that I can hold my poops.
So can I, dude. And sometimes when I go up for deer camp in the winter, dude.
But it seems like
sometimes I don't.
You have scheduled your poops perfectly. For 8:30 Central Standard Time, Sunday night.
It's more so. Listen, it's more so that I'm running around. I'm trying to get everything ready because I gotta turn the lighting on. I gotta position it. I gotta make sure the fucking camera's angled properly. I gotta make sure I got the fucking the RGBs on the fucking flash mode or whatever the fuck. And then I gotta log in. I gotta fucking make sure I choose to monetize it. I got to make sure that I fucking choose to put the description in and fucking I got to try and put the comments in and whatever the fuck. And so it's always a whole thing. And admittedly, a lot of the times, not per my own accord, but like sometimes I end up a little bit late, right? Just a smidge. But like it's my chat. So like I could be fashionably late to my own chat. If anything, listen, if anything, I'm just further building the suspense, dude. And they're out here trying to climax. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just helping them get there.
Yeah, you're just edging the chat.
Right.
That's
no, I'm Naruto running to the when I finally get there. But it's just the idea. Overall, though, the all-encompassing premise of the situation is that stop. Because while that does cover up more of the ugly, it accentuates the worst ugly, dude. And it's there's no difference. The people out in the chat cannot tell a difference from your normal self or this because either way they can't see your eyeballs. But stop with the stern stoic face, dude. As if you look like Rufus if he grew up, dude. Get the fuck out of here, boy. If you naked mole rat. Rufus had more of a stash than you, dude. Don't even fucking better fucking curve that brim a little bit harder, dude. You're fucking out here. Are you from 63rd, bro? We don't fuck with motherfuckers from 63rd, dude. I don't know what you doing out here. Don't go out like Elvis. TT Scales. TT holds you. What? I appreciate the confidence in my entire situation that I'm going to just die on the pot, overdosing on who knows what.
Oh, man.
But, which thank you for that. But, I mean, listen.
You know what, though? It's like, disregard the drug ordeal, right?
Right. Which was probably most
going out like Elvis, maybe the best option. You know,
if you shit yourself to death.
But just think about it, right? When are you at most peace in life? Is right after you're done taking a massive shit.
Rather,
just still
personally, I will say this. I myself, and I can't speak for anybody in the chat, but like I myself personally do feel rather relaxed and at home and at peace with the world after like a satisfying poop. Sometimes, listen, sometimes you might take a massive poops and it's not satisfying. And you know there's going to be more. So you're on edge.
And your stomach's still grumbling and shit.
Right, and it didn't do nothing. And so like,
an hour.
Right, so you might as well just have stayed there, but your legs would have went numb. So... And this is real deal talk shit because we've all been there, people. And for you to say that you haven't,
criticizes us
you're
right
full
now.
of shit.
Go fuck
quite
yourselves.
Literally, because you're probably on the pot watching this motherfucker right now.
It's the only reason you made it through this 3 hours of our fucking chat. Right, you aren't here right now.
And the motherfucker can't stand up because the shit tingling like a bitch. But either way, like when it comes down to that, when you're fighting, when you're just fighting for your life, especially when it's, I don't even want to get too graphic. When you got
said it, bro. The only person still actually watching is the Punisher
and me. When you got the actual
and us,
right? When you got the actual Hershey squirts, bro, to where it's like Dumb and Dumber, and this fucking shit is on the ceiling, my dude.
Yeah, bro.
Like there is, and you have to worry about dehydration at that point, which is like a tactical standpoint. Like you have, it's a thing. You might have the giardias or something, but like it's a whole new world. It's a whole different perspective because I'm telling you, bro. And this is coming out in the sober review. There's a little sneak peek, but and I think it's mostly because the infused beans with every meal. The fucking beans, dude, they strike again.
The beans,
the fucking beans, you can't get away from them. But the humanitarian issued meals, a lot of beans, a lot of rice. I appreciate it. You still get your proteins. It's a vegetable and all that. Fucking this, that, and the third, but much to the contrary of a normal MRE, where it backs you up a little bit so you don't have to worry about taking a shit in the middle of combat. Yeah. To me, at least, I'm pooping, dude. I'm fucking pooping, dude. Which maybe it cleanses the coal.
Which could be better, you know?
Shout out to Kenneth. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? But if it's in the middle, though, if I'm like fucking, and that would be kind of fucked up.
That would suck
a little bit.
Yeah.
That would be kind of shitty.
Really give away the
one
thumbs.
could argue. Yeah, right, dude. Like, right, dude. Just like a steamy hot pie for no reason, just out there, dude, and it just keeps waddling left and right for no reason. The fuck, like, you know, man. Just but quite literally, shit like that is what goes on in my brain. So,
so you've made it 3 hours through this right now, right?
Who has?
We have.
I don't even remember it.
And nobody else except for the Punisher who left, came here halfway through, left for a while, then came back just now.
Right.
We have derailed to talking about literal shit.
We. You got a mouse in your pocket, dude? Where's your fucking...
Motherfucker, did you not hear your story just now? We have derailed talking about literal shit.
Listen, shit happens, dude. I believe somebody made a bumper sticker about that at some point in time. I'm just trying to let the people know out there that, like, regardless, it has to get worse before it's going to get worse. And when it gets worse, it's going to get worse than that. And then maybe eventually sometime it's going to get better if you and us and we and all of this collaborate, cooperate, and do something to fix it. So be a part of that, even if it's the smallest part of that, because that still counts. And live as constitutionally as you feel comfortable, regardless of what ink on paper says, because that ink on paper is set to make you fail, because it's written by the powers that should not be. And if you got to poop, you got to poop. Make sure if you're prepping for the Mujahideen and you have MREs, that you try those MREs maybe a couple times a week to see how they're going to affect you, because it might block you up or it might make you shit your face off. And if you're shitting your face off, just remember this right now. Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids, have them, know how to use them. Test them out now so you're not learning in the middle of an apocalypse. And until next time, if there is a next time, we'll see ya.